They say, no pain, no gain. That's not true when it comes to your health. Pain is how our bodies tell us something is wrong. If you experience chest pain, every second counts. Go to where you know you'll get the highest quality care. St. Mary's Medical Center is a certified chest pain center, and the American Heart Association has recognized St. Mary's Heart Center for excellence in cardiac care. You have a choice. When it comes to your heart, say St. Mary's. To learn more, visit stmaryskc.com. St. Mary's Medical Center. Your health, our calling. VR Carpet is a local family-owned and operated flooring company proud to call Blue Springs home. VR Carpet is your one-stop shop for carpet, vinyl flooring, ceramic tile, laminate, hardwood, and more. You will always work with a courteous, caring, and professional staff at VR Carpet from purchase through installation. Residential or commercial, VR Carpet offers the best prices due to its low overhead, on-site warehouse, and bulk purchasing. For the best in flooring services, make the winning call. VR Carpet at 224-0777 or online at vrcarpet.com.
Why cut corners on car insurance when you can get competitive rates from a State Farm agent? In Blue Springs, call Steve Shipman, Rich Montgomery, Bob Watson, or Chad Smith, and find out why more people choose State Farm for car insurance.
Welcome back to the St. Mary's Medical Center pregame show, and it's time now to take a look at other playoff games around the Metro with the Examiner's Bill Althouse. It's brought to you by the Examiner, Eastern Jackson County's newspaper. And let's jump right into the games, pal. You know I'm glad to see you, so we can get that out of the way early.
Absolutely, always.
Well, what about this ball game tonight? Cats and Jags, part 2 this year.
You know, Cat Clash 2, I like what's happening at Blue Springs South. Talked to a lot of the kids on the team this week. A lot of confidence going into this game. Nashawn Rick has given them the boost that they needed in the backfield with the loss of Austin Terry. And Max Conrad has done a nice job at quarterback. I think it's going to be a closer game than it was last time, but I think Blue Springs is going to walk away with a convincing victory tonight.
Well, the winner of this game gets to play either Francis Howell or Columbia Rockbridge. They played 3 weeks ago, and Rockbridge had a convincing victory on the road. But they get to do it again for the second time in 3 weeks, and that's hard to do.
That is hard to do, and those are two teams, you know, that I think are really evenly matched. However, you know, in talking to people down here, the only team that you hear named is Rockbridge. So I think Rockbridge, you know, they've seen tape, they've seen film, they know a lot more about it than I do. I think Rockbridge will come away with the victory there.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the other side of the Metro, the other district. You've got Liberty at Lee Summit North, and I know Lee Summit North is the #1 team, and they're going to get their quarterback back this week, I hear. But still, Liberty is a good, solid, and dangerous opponent.
Absolutely. And, you know, if Liberty won that game, Rob, I wouldn't be at all surprised. I did talk to Mike McGurk, the activities director at Lee Summit North, yesterday, and he thinks that Christian is maybe a week away from coming back. Now, maybe he was trying to snowball me a little bit, and, you know, because you're going to prepare completely differently if Christian's in there or if the reserve is in there.
And I was making the assumption based on what we'd heard earlier, so that could very well be true.
Well, I heard that last night. Now, if he's back, that gives a huge emotional and physical presence to Lee Summit North, so I think the Broncos will come away with the victory there.
Well, you've got Rockhurst traveling to Lee Summit West. Lee Summit West is not happy that they have to play Rockhurst in the second round, but they've only played them 3 times in the history, and they've all been in the playoffs, and the third one is tonight.
Well, you know, and isn't that amazing? You know, Rob, that tells me what Blue Springs and Blue Springs South do to build the programs that they have. Every year they play the Hawklets. And that's why Brockhurst has to go to Minnesota and go to Oklahoma and go all over. Nobody here will play him. So that's going to be a game. I think that is just going to be a slobber knocker, in the words of Coach Tim Crone. I think Rockhurst is going to get a victory there just simply because of what I've seen the Wildcats do in losing 7-6 to Lee Summit West, losing 17-0 to Rockhurst. I think the road to state this year goes through the Rockhurst.
And one final game, we're going to drop down to Class 5. William Chrisman at Fort Osage.
The Indians had a week to prepare, a week to rest. William Chrisman is playing his best football right now. But if Fort Osage plays its best football, it's not going to be enough for the Bears to come away with a win. I think the Indians are going to claim a relatively easy victory tonight.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Man, always enjoy visiting with you, Rob.
That's the Examiner's Bill Althouse taking a look at some of the other playoff games around the Metro. It's all brought to you by the Examiner, Eastern Jackson County's newspaper. And coming up, when our St. Mary's Medical Center pregame show continues, Coach Tim Crone will join us, and we'll take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated. When we continue after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m., KCWJ.
It's tailgate time, and you need to stock up. Cosentino's Price Chopper is your one stop for fried chicken, wings, ribs, the barbecue you love, all waiting for you at the deli, along with your favorite sides, chips, drinks, and more. We've even got the charcoal for the grill. Everything you need to make your tailgate the best part of the game, every game, all season long.
You hear everything okay there, boss?
This is your tailgate headquarters.
Ready to roll.
Cosentino's Price Chopper.
I told him.
Hello, this is Kevin Hornick with the Premier Network. With 8 states championships, the Cats and Jags have gained their reputation as a powerhouse team. Premier Network has also been recognized as a powerhouse, ranked in the top 1% of auto and home insurance agencies in the metropolitan area. We would be honored to help you with your insurance needs. Put the power of an 8-time 5-star agency to work for you. You can reach us at 816-600-0888 or on the web at premier.network.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger of Sideliner Sports. Proud to announce that we are the trusted radio partner of Northwest Missouri State football and basketball in Kansas City. Bearcat fans can catch every football, men's basketball, and Lady Bearcats conference basketball broadcast on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. There are around 15,000 Northwest alumni in our area who passionately follow the Bearcats. If your business is looking to promote your services to a very passionate audience, call me, Tony Reisinger, at 816-810-6557. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat.
ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, is proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of the Kansas City Royals. Our true blue units are proudly displayed throughout the parking areas around the K. ORI is also proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of Jackson County Parks and Recreation. ORI can provide luxury units for the most elegant outdoor affairs. Like the closer, ORI is there to get the job done. Call 816-229-4468 or online at orirestrooms.com.
Welcome back to the St. Mary's Medical Center pregame show, and right near the end of our segment with Coach Kelly Donahoe, we're talking about getting some players back, and Nick Wood coming back in, coming off his injury from earlier this year, and that's our injury report. Brought to you by Care Now Urgent Care with 7 locations in the Metro. Open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Online at carenow.com. Fans, remember you can save 40% off your Papa John's online order throughout the school year by entering BSSD40 as the promo code at papajohns.com. In addition to your order, it will support the BSSD Activities and Educational Foundation, and that's good all across the Kansas City Metro. Well, now it's time to welcome in Coach Tim Crone and talk about the keys to the game, brought to you by Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated. They're the trusted outdoor restroom provider for the Royals, Sporting KC, the Kansas Speedway, and communities across the Metro. As we welcome in Coach Tim Crone. Good to see you, pal. Week 2 of the playoffs. Blue Springs South.
Yeah, and some people acted surprised that Blue Springs South would be here. I wasn't at all. I thought that, the caliber teams they play. Give John Euler and his staff a lot of credit. They were just riddled with injuries all year long, and he kept those kids' head up and kept playing. This is going to be a really even ball game tonight. A lot of people don't think so, but I think it will be. These two guys get together. It's going to be tough. Two arch rivals. Keys, I think that Coach Euler definitely will have 9 in the box, 10 in the box, 11 if he can get by with to stop the run. I think Kelly's going to have to play action and throw the ball somewhat in order to loosen that up. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker from back in the day, I think, noses are going to get bloodied and teeth are going to get loosened tonight. And I think that's pretty much the key. And, this is old hat. Everybody gets on TV or radio. You can't turn it over. You got to play well on specialty teams and play for field position. The object of this game is simple. One thing, get the W.
And in order to get the W, though, you can't turn it over, and you have to watch field position.
You got to play great
all
special.
of those keys to the game. And there's a reason why they're cliches, number one, and number two, they're all so important in every game you play.
Well, not to say much for what I've done for 22 years, but you could be a monkey and do this job. This job right here we're doing, you can be a monkey because it's simple.
Hang time, I think you just insulted us.
I did, but I love you. Nice. You guys are nice monkeys. Okay, I'm just saying that, it is very basic football tonight, and you're going to see it. I think both teams are going to try to grind it out and get right in each other's face. And Coach Euler, he's one of the top 3 toughest kids I never coached him. I always coached against him, unfortunately. Lost a lot of nights of sleep because of the pop knots he put on people's heads.
Well, and the thing is that, and this is something I've been impressed with the last 2 years, Coach, is their ability to go on the road and win playoff games.
Oh, absolutely. And, they've notoriously been really famous for their defense. Coach Greg Oder won 3 state championships over there, but even before they got to that level where they were winning state championships, his defense were all these nails. Of course, Euler was a part of that, played for Coach Oder. And I look for tonight to be really tough for Kelly. He's got to be able to throw the ball against these guys because they'll stack it up in the box.
And that's a look at keys to the game, brought to you by ORI. Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, restroom provider for the Royals, Sporting KC, and the Kansas Speedway. And when we come back, we'll have tonight's kickoff between Blue Springs and Blue Springs South. That's all coming up after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Rancho Grande in Blue Springs is proud to sponsor the Cats and Jags on the radio. Come by after the game to celebrate a big win, or anytime for Rancho Grande's daily specials. Every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday, and enjoy $3 off your fajita entree. Rancho Grande is the home of the biggest burrito in Blue Springs. You can always order ahead, or we cater too. Give us a call, 816-228-5550. Rancho Grande, on the North Outer Road east of 7 Highway. Joe says, go Jags, go Cats.
Hey sports fans, Care Now is ready to serve all your family's urgent care needs, from sore throats to stitches to x-rays for broken bones. Care Now is open 7 days a week for those nights and weekends you get sick. Care Now brings quality urgent care to your neighborhood with 8 urgent care centers conveniently located throughout the Kansas City Metro. In Blue Springs, visit us at 1215 Northeast Coronado Drive, and in Independence, visit us at 17700 East 39th Street. Care Now is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No appointment needed. Web check-in available. For more information or locations, visit carenow.com.
Vision Sports and Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation. From now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order when you enter the promo code BSSD40. Go to papajohns.com and enter promo code BSSD40. Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation.
Hi, this is Kyle with Print Graphics. Print Graphics is locally owned and operated and proud 2017 Blue Springs Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year. In addition to outstanding print services, did you know Print Graphics can convert your photos into beautiful custom canvas pieces? Print Graphics also provides photo restoration services. Print Graphics is located at 945 Northwest Vesper in Blue Springs. Call 228-1053, online at printgraphicskc.com. Print Graphics, where we print and design with you in mind.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger of Sideliner Sports. Proud to announce that we are the trusted radio partner of Northwest Missouri State football and basketball in Kansas City. Bearcat fans can catch every football, men's basketball, and Lady Bearcats conference basketball broadcast on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. There are around 15,000 Northwest alumni in our area who passionately follow the Bearcats. If your business is looking to promote your services to a very passionate audience, call me, Tony Reisinger, at 816-810-6557. Once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat.
Welcome back to PV Stadium and tonight's round 2 playoff game between Blue Springs South and Blue Springs. We're taking a look earlier this evening, Coach, and the numbers have favored Blue Springs here in the last several years. They've won 11 of the last 12 ball games, and Kelly Donahoe in his 19th year has more times than not had success against the team across town, hasn't he?
Yeah, we've been really fortunate. Kelly's had a tremendous run here. So proud of everything he's done, everybody in the area is. I was just telling Bill on that, not to get too mushy here, but, like Jeremy's still out there, the things he does outside of football, he's just as good a guy as he is a coach.
Well, I know the series began in 1994, and it was forced by the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You're going to ruin my night now, aren't you?
Just calm down for a minute.
Okay.
Patience, Grasshopper.
Okay. But Grasshopper.
Blue Springs South won the first meeting in the playoffs in the sectional round. That year, 38-13, did not play the next year in 95. And my question is, who was the head coach of the team that won the first regularly scheduled meeting between Blue Springs and Blue Springs South?
Well, I had great kids. That's all I can say. They carried me a long, long way.
You guys went 10-1 that year, and probably there wasn't a closer game than between the Cats and Jags, won in overtime 7-6.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Brian Johnson's been on me. I look around and I feel a little bit sad looking in the crowd. There's more people on the sidelines for Blue Springs and Blue Springs South kids-wise than there is in the stands. And back in those days, I'm not exaggerating, there was 8,000 people at these games. It was just packed. But we're going to have fun anyway. You didn't show up, hopefully you're listening. If you didn't, you're missing it.
Luke Fellers is going to kick it away. The Cats won the toss, and they've elected to take the football. Blue Springs has won 4 in a row in the series. And our opening kickoff brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper. This is a high kick and is going to be dropped by Fontenot. He'll pick it up at the 4 and get outside the 10 to about the 12, maybe the 13-yard line. And that's where Blue Springs will take the football, first down and 10.
It looked like he lost it on lights almost in that situation.
Our opening kickoff was at 7 p.m. this evening. It's 49 degrees. With the wind out of the south-southwest at a couple of miles an hour. Our time and temp presented by Swim Things on 40 Highway in Blue Springs. Kansas City's pool and spa experts. Call 224-2600. Swim Things, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
Walker made the tackle for Blue Springs South on that and really puts Blue Springs back to the wall. Now, if you're watching on TV later, you'll see how they're bunched up in the box there.
And you'll see how Avion Bailey gets the handoff, breaks to the outside, and gets to the 15-yard line. He'll pick up a yard at best as they start him at the 14, and it'll be second down and 9.
I tell you what, they never actually got him to the turf, but they were able to run him toward the sideline. He is a load to bring down. I think it was no gain on that, like you said.
Fellers is going to get credit for the tackle. And this time out of the I formation, toss to Bailey. Bailey's going to cut it back, has to lower his head in the middle of the field and get out to about the 17. If he gets a positive spot, it'll be third down and 7.
Yeah, against this team, like I said, they've got to be able to throw the ball enough to loosen them up. And Coach Euler basically has 11 in the box. He's walked the safeties up, and they're playing at the snap of the ball about the same, about 3.5 to 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. And like I said, you can see it on TV. Watch how tight the safeties are.
They've got the tight covey off to the right side, and Bailey's going to get a handoff, and Bailey's not going to get much. As he gets out to the 20, he'll pick up a couple of more, but they're going to be close to 3 yards short of the first down, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, great job defensively. Like I said, they've got everybody in the box. They try to run counter trade, come back the other way with kind of a little misdirection look. And they're just loaded up in there. You don't have enough people to block them.
Mansfield's going to punt it away, averaging 36 yards a punt, and they've got the return man. Trey Vavel is standing at the 45, and The punt, they're going to kick away from him. He's going to catch it at the 47, slip tackle, and get inside the 45, down to the 43. Our first quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday. With $3 off fajitas, and you can enjoy half-price appetizers every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rancho Grande Cantina in Blue Springs. Tackle made on that play by Nicholas Henderson for Blue Springs, and Blue Springs South getting great field position to get it started. And Max Kennard, the quarterback, brings a man in motion. And Dakota Koenig is back in the lineups. We saw this team last, and he's going to crack down to the 41-yard line. So they've got Ricks as an option at other positions, Coach, on the field, and that makes them a little more dangerous.
Yeah, Kelly was worried about that. They've got a lot more skilled depth going into this when they've got some of those kids that were injured. That time they came out in trips with the wind to the white side of the field and ran back to the white side.
They've got Ricks lining up in the slot, gain of a couple of yards, second down and 8. Ricks is going to get it on the sweep, and he's going to turn it upfield and get it in, get a first down, get inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's just basically an outside zone blocking type sweep action, and they ran it to the 3-by-1 side to the 3 side. And they're really doing a nice job. We're staying in that three-man front, all that success we had against Jeff City, but they're a lot quicker in the backfield than Jeff City was.
Tackle made by Danny Wheeler on that play. With Koenig back, Ricks at 527 yards this year, their leading rusher. And Koenig is the running back. Ricks comes in motion. Dakota Koenig. They'll get it to him. He'll break to the outside, get hit at the line of scrimmage, and down he goes.
Yeah, it was a good job defensively and staying in the three-man front. Luke Briggs, and that time, real good defensive play by number 42, Mendez, who's really been coming along lately, really playing some fine defensive football for the Wildcats.
Our opening kickoff was brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, your local family-owned grocer since 1948, a proud supporter of Vision Sports and high school football for the past 21 years. Stop by Price Chopper, where there's always fresh ways to save. It is second down and 8 yards to go. Fake to Ricks. Kennard straight up the middle, and he's going to get another first down inside the 20. And the the Jags, in the red zone. It's all brought to you by our ECF Capital Investments advisor, Eric Sporing. Call Eric at 510-9067.
That time it's a spread option. We see it all the time. We even see it on Sundays now. Everybody runs into the pros. He just read it, and the linebacker wasn't there, and he just shot the gap. Big first down.
Twy and Koenig come to the left side, and Rick standing behind Kennard, who will hand it to Ricks, and Rick, and he will get driven back at the 20. They'll give him progress back to the original line of scrimmage, so no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think that was Manning, number 43, that came in. Nico Manning has had a great year, one of the better defensive players in the area here in Eastern Jackson County. He did a great job.
Max Kennard, thrown for 764 yards this year, missed a couple of games because he was hurt, as touchdown pass.
And they're running a lot of this spread to the wide side. They're running a 2-by-1 here with the offset wing to the wide.
And Kennard will give it to Rick, and he's going to turn the corner and get inside the 15, out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Zipsy did a great job of filling the out from his linebacker position with 3 down linemen, and they basically they're by motion are basically overloading one side and running to the outside of the perimeter because of it. Receivers are blocking down, and they got the guy in motion, either the jet sweep or the give man in the backfield.
This has been, even though it was a short field drive, a good series offensively so far, and you're looking at 3rd down and 6 yards to go. And they're just outside the 10-yard line. Kennard's going to keep it, go back the other way, and get pushed out of bounds. As he approaches the 6-yard line, he's knocked out at that point, and that's going to be good for another Blue Springs South first down.
I'll tell you what, that was a great read. That was, again, the spread option. and he read that, and basically there was nothing on the play side, and they had it walled off, and he cut it back. You'll see it on the TV. Picks up a big first down. That was a great read by that Conrad.
They are going to send Tony Roach split wide right, and Rick is to the left. Koenig is the running back straight up the middle, and he's going to get inside the 5 down to the 2. He had a nice hole to run through that time, and they are knocking on the door inside the 5.
Yeah, Koenig really quick starter. Hits the hole, and he's going north and south really, really quick.
He's rushed for 285 yards coming in this year. Averages just shy of 5 yards a carry, and missed a few weeks because of injury. And
well, they had so many injuries.
And it's made them a better team because they developed some depth.
Yes, they have.
Kennard with Koenig, the sidecar man. He'll get the handoff and power his way in for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was pretty easy, to be very honest with you. Defensively, they really got on our perimeter, and they stayed there all day long.
So Blue Springs South jumps on top by a 6-0 score as Dakota Koenig picks up his 4th touchdown of the year. And in to attempt the extra point is Shane Harper, their junior kicker, who is 16 out of 19 in the extra point department this year. The snap back, the ball is down, the kick is booted up, and it's good. 6:44 left to play in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball one time, and it's Blue Springs South 7, Blue Springs nothing. Back with the Jags kickoff after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Prime Lending proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags and is a proud supporter of the communities it serves. Prime Lending prides itself on being ranked #1 for mortgage loans in the Kansas City area with 11 locations throughout the metro. If you're looking to purchase a home, fix up your current home, or maybe you need to refinance, come in and speak with the friendly professionals at Prime Lending. Call 816-600-4561 or visit them online at yprimelendingkc.com to find the Prime Lending branch near you. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, is an equal housing lender.
This is where we were 6 minutes or a little less ago. Luke Fellers was getting set to kick it off, and since then, Blue Springs didn't do anything on their first series, and Blue Springs South sticks one in the end zone. This time the kick back to the 5, and Bailey brings it out to the 20. Straight up the middle, veers to the far side, 25-30, 35-40, gets to the corner, and he is down the sideline and pushed out of bounds. Back just shy of midfield at the 47, but Blue Springs with a much better field position to start this drive.
Well, that was a great return. I was looking for flags, and we had a real nice block. He cut it, and it was designed that way to run the hash to backside, and he got to the outside because the blocking was so good between the hashes, and we got great field position now starting at the 47.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Rob. You go ahead. I'm just going to talk about it. You need to watch for how many people are in the box. If you could just see how those safeties creep up, gosh, if we could throw the football at all, we got to loosen them up a little bit.
9 plays and 43 yards, and Blue Springs South gets the 1-yard touchdown from Dakota Koenig in Mansfield. Going to operate out of the gun with Bailey in the sidecar position. Just to his right, high snap, and on the shovel pass, whistles blow as they give the ball to Quentin Fontenot, and right before the snap, Kelly Donahoe grabs a timeout with 6:32 remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Blue Springs South. We're back after this 30-second timeout from Vision Sports on Real Country. 30 a.m. KCWJ.
Boy, that was
A minor Minor Adjustment is a trusted choice for your chiropractic care and acupuncture needs in Blue Springs and eastern Jackson County. Dr. Andy Minor and his caring staff are ready to assist you for body aches and pain, sports injuries, or if you've been injured in a car accident. A Minor Adjustment is conveniently located in beautiful downtown Blue Springs at 801 West Main Street. Call 816-228-5522. That's 228-5522 for compassionate chiropractic care with Dr. Andy Minor. Online at aminoradjustment.net.
So it's first down and 10 from the 47. They've got the ends creeping in. And the toss on the shovel to Fontenot. Fontenot stumbled to 45 and is down at the Blue Springs South 49-yard line. I said stumbled at the 45, closer to midfield, but point is, Coach, he was off balance and couldn't take advantage of the hole that was there.
Well, I tell you what, he did a nice job of picking up 5 on first down, but what I like more than that, we spread him out a little bit and got to the perimeter. If you can't throw, you got to get to the perimeter, and we did on that play.
He gained 5, second down and 5, double wing set, fake to Fontenot. Bailey close to the first down inside the 45 at the 44. And I'll throw in a couple of quick scores on the Christian Brothers Automotive in-game scoreboard. Courtesy of Preps KC, the Lee Summit North with a 7-0 lead over Liberty. Ford over William Chrisman, Summit Christian over Knob Noster, all 7-0 first quarter.
Yeah, we're getting back underneath the center on 3rd and short. Look for the quarterback sneak.
And there it is, and he is not going to get there and gets pushed way back to the Blue Springs 46. And it'll be technically a loss of a yard, but it'll bring up 4th down and 2. And
they went gap shooting. They went double A with the down linemen and double A with the linebackers. They went gap shooting, and they guessed right. We run the quarterback sneak so much. He actually, lost a yard there, Rob?
Well, officially lost a yard, but he was pushed back to his own 46. Under center, give to Bailey, plays blown dead, and if it's against Blue Springs, it'll cost him a punt.
No, it's a timeout against us, or timeout for Sal.
So they'll look at 4th down and 2, and I think that John Euler got the news from upstairs that they were in a play that was going to gain him a few yards, and so he grabs the timeout to make some adjustments, and we'll go ahead and keep it here and remind you that Myers Funeral Chapel is proud to call Blue Springs home, and like you, they cheer for the Cats and Jags. Locally owned, family operated, Marty and Dennis Meyer and their courteous, caring staff are always there to assist you. Call 229-3276 online at Myers Funeral Chapel. Go online at myersfuneralchapel.com. Our officials tonight, Coach. Vince Hayes, the referee. Troy Hofstetter is the umpire. Brian Woolworth, the linesman. The line judge is Fred Lindsay. And Kendall Pyatt is the back judge.
Well, it's a big 4th down for Blue Springs. They can't get behind 2 scores. They don't have the type of team to do that. They've got to pick this up.
Bailey, the tailback. Bailey, the handoff. Bailey, the first down to the corner at the 40. 35, tripped up at that point. He'll be down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, good job on the outside zone. We got it, and we're starting to hit the perimeter a little bit with outside zones, counter looks, and a little jet sweep action in the backfield. We've got to do that if you can't throw the pill.
Troy Vavel in on the tackle for the Jags. And Mansfield has 2 receivers to the near side. One of them in the slot is one of his favorite, Patso Tapuosa. Running out of the eye, Nick Wood is in. Nick Wood gets the handoff and backs his way down to the 31-yard line. So it's good to see.
It's good to see Woody back. Woody runs that inside veer very, very good. That was a veer look, and what we did is try to spread them out a little bit, ran twin slot to the wide side of the field. They are so bunched up in there. We haven't, like I said, tried to pass yet in the ball game.
They're quickly to the line with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. Blue Springs South with an early 7-0 lead. They've got Eli Stewart on the wing to the left. He'll come in motion to the near side, and the handoff to Bailey. And again, the whistle blows.
I think defense is offside unless the offensive lineman moved.
Well, I don't care. There's still an awful lot of whistles.
Yeah, offside to him.
Offside. So instead of looking at 2nd down and 8, It's going to be second down 3 inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line.
I want somebody to put a clock on when we throw the first pass of the game for Blue Springs. That ought to be momentum, right? A monumental thing happening right then if we throw the football.
Mansfield gets the play with 15 on the clock.
That's just when I would throw it. I'd play action right now, try to go deep.
Covey on the near side, and a play action fit. Mansfield's going to dump it off, and it's off the hands. Nick Wood incomplete, and almost intercepted by Trey Vavel.
My, oh my, said the spider, the fly, and that's the nicest thing I could say on the air. You got to catch the football, and that's an easy throw, and Mansfield's got to get out there where he can handle it. What was it, 3:29 in the first quarter before we threw a pass?
Well, that's all right. Now I think I'd go back to giving it to number 3.
I would too now. So much for my thinking.
So Wood is in as the fullback. Stewart on the wing to the left side. And he's in motion, and the handoff to Bailey. Avion's going to go straight ahead, has the first down. He is to the 20, and he'll have the first down. And, yeah, there were some other folks who were saying much the same thing.
I'll tell you what, though, you got a horse, let him go. I say that all the time. Let the big dog eat, and you got to in this ball game. And, I like to see us throw the ball, but we got to get on the edge. And we got to do some of that jet sweep action, but we got to give it number 3 and let him go.
Well, just a minute ago, you wanted to throw.
Well, you got to try to loosen him up somehow. Now we're going with that formation again when we'll run Veer, but we got twins as a short side.
And
there's a Veer give, and he keeps it. I like that, too, because it gives him a little different look because Mansfield's a good runner out in the outside.
6.5 minutes to play first quarter. Rockbridge leads Francis Howell. The score in that one is 7-3. Our thanks to Preps KC for that update. After a gain of 5, second and 5, 2:40 left to play. 7-0 Blue Springs South, but Blue Springs on the move. They have the ball inside the red zone, brought to you by Eric Sporing, your ECS Capital Investments advisor. Toss to Bailey, and Bailey tries to get to the outside and runs right into a tackler, Brady Strickard, who was able to beat the block attempt, Michael Schoen, and brings him down for a loss of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Schoen got whooped there on the outside. We ran a tight 3-by-1 with Stewart and Schoen, the 2 tight ends, to that wide side, trip side. And, he tried to pop it to the outside, but Schoen just got beat. Great defensive play. Did you get never that, Tuck?
Yeah, Bailey with 12 carries a week ago for 71 yards. And they didn't need him, so they didn't use him.
It was Strickard on the tackler, they said. Little cutback toss. Nothing there. It's just, there's no pass threat whatsoever, so there's nothing to honor there. I mean,
no gain on the play.
Frustration's going to be high. I don't care how good your offensive line is. When you play a team like with the tradition and defense of Blue Springs South, you've got to be able to spread them out a little bit.
Under 90 seconds to go in the quarter, and wholesale substitutions. Schoen comes out, so does Matt Marzoff.
4th and 14.
And it's 4th and 14, and they're going to go for it with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Bailey on the tail of the I formation tandem, and here comes Mansfield rolling to the near side. He is chased, and he has to throw the ball away, and Blue Springs South holds with under 1 minute to play here in the first quarter, and they have the 7-0 lead.
Well, if they get us in a situation where we have to pass the football, it's going to be a long night for the Cats, without a doubt.
Play number 18, Luke Fellers.
And he was chased by Strickard and Fellers. And they'll take over.
Let's see if it looks like Blue Springs, Rob, are going to stay in that 3-man front. Those linebackers have got to get on the outside and edge and contain this.
Max Card in the gun, high snap. Koenig's going to get the handoff. Big hole right up the middle. And he gets finally tackled as he gets into the secondary. Van Hookey is there to make the stop, but not until he gets outside the 30 to the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7.
They're dicing up that three-man front because they're able to get their linemen out on the backers. And we're not getting really – they're doing a good job really at the point of attack. That three-down lineman. Manny had that one big play, but see what happens here on second down.
Twy to the near side. Rick in the slot. He'll go in motion. And the fake to him, handoff Koenig, huge hole. He is into the clear, first down and more. Down the far sideline, he's inside the 35 and down to the 30-yard line. Dakota Koenig with a huge run with 9.4 left to play here in the first quarter. And hold on, there is a player down back near the line of scrimmage for Blue Springs South.
I think it's number 54. 56, Valentine.
And as we look where they have spotted the ball, he stepped out of bounds 5 yards further back upfield, so they'll put it down on the 35. But right now, after a gain of 35 yards on the play, they put it on the 35-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Blue Springs defense is getting shredded in that 3-4 front, and they're just really doing a great job up front at the point of attack, like I said, and they're running. And quite the linebacker or the running backs are doing a great job outrunning the backers in some cases.
Well, and a lot of what Blue Springs South is doing right now, Coach, is they've got some emotion and are playing with some enthusiasm.
Yeah, well, they got one thing too. They got some kids healthy. And I've told people all year long that Blue Springs South's a good club. They just had all those injuries.
Gingerly putting weight on his left leg. And
we've played real flat up to this point. We're going to need a spark of some type.
Peyton Valentine is the young man being helped off the field by the athletic training staff at Blue Springs South.
We need it. We need a turnover in the worst way.
Trailing 7-0, and field position in favor of Blue Springs South. And the Cats will stay with the three-man front. And the direct snap. No, they got it to the quarterback, but Dakota Koenig gets the handoff down to the 34. He'll gain a yard on the final play of quarter number 1. The only touchdown of the quarter scored with 6:44 to go after a short drive of 43 yards. Dakota Koenig with the 1-yard run, and at the end of one quarter, it's Blue Springs South 7, Blue Springs nothing. Back with the second quarter after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Chad Smith at 229-1037 or Steve Shipman at 228-6696. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Christian Brothers Automotive, located at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence, can take care of all your vehicle maintenance needs. Locally owned and operated by proud Blue Springs alumni members, Christian Brothers Automotive provides a free shuttle service while your car is being serviced and offers a 10% discount to employees of the Blue Springs School District. Experience the nice difference in auto repair at Christian Brothers Automotive, a faith-based auto repair facility. Call 816-795-6811. Visit online at ChristianBrothersAutomotive.com.
Second wide open. Boy, I tell you what, that was a play action. That was a real simple play. Fleming, the D-back, just looked inside, and he just ran right by him over the top. Faked the wheel route to the outside and went over the top of him.
And Blue Springs South is up by 13 on the first play of quarter number 2.
I'll tell you what, it was a really well. Conrad did a great job on the play action pass. Give him all the credit. He looked like he was going to try to throw the little bubble route to the outside, and then he saw it. He broke wide open.
Harper in to attempt the extra point, And the kick is up, and it's good. So with 11:53 remaining here in the first quarter, the touchdown pass to Isaiah Twy, and Blue Springs South leads it 14-0. Back with a Jag kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
PCG Wealth Advisor Christopher Wade loves the Cats and Jags. He graduated from Blue Springs High School and his 6 children all attended Blue Springs South. He would enjoy the opportunity to speak with you about a comprehensive financial plan for you and your family. Call 816-358-2463 or online at wadeteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advice offered through PCG Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. PCG Wealth Advisors and PCG Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Max Kennard with his second touchdown pass of the year, a 34-yarder to Isaiah Twy. Shane Harper knocks down second extra point of the game, and the Jags with an early 14-0 lead and a short kick that is going to be taken by Schoen, and he fumbles the football, and Blue Springs South says they have recovered, and they have.
Yeah, he just picked him clean. He caught the ball, and he just picked him clean. Schoen is normally a tight end, and he had visions of grandeur there, and I tell you what, he probably just needed to go down right there. He kind of pooch kicked it.
And Walker Goebel is there to pick it up for Blue Springs South. Our second quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Give them a call at 220-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here. And Kennard with Koenig in the sidecar. Rick's in motion. Rick will keep it. Rick's going to get inside the 25 down to the 21-yard line.
I tell you what, you never want to wake up a sleeping giant, and that's kind of what South's been all year. And they're healthy now, and they're playing hungry. They're playing hungry. We have to adjust, Rob, on the outside. If we don't, it's going to be ugly the rest of the night. We've got to get the safeties to come up and maybe get out of that 3 front. We're down in a 4-man front now.
Low snap. It's going to be picked up by Dakota Koenig, and he's going to go down back at the 30-yard line.
That's just what the doctor really needs a turnover here to stop this momentum. I haven't seen this much excitement in a high school football game all year, and that's on the south side. People actually got out of their seats and started yelling like the old days.
Ethan Zipsey on the stop. As we look at the Christian Brothers in-game scoreboard, brought to you by Christian Brothers Automotive at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence. Faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags. Lee's up north with an early 14-0 lead over Liberty with 8:32 to go as Blue Springs will take their second time out of the half. They're in the first quarter. Lee Summit West is up on Rockhurst 7-0. Fort Osage with a 14-0 lead over William Crispin in the first quarter. And 6:44 remaining in the first quarter. Belton with a 7-0 lead over Raytown.
Well, that the Lee Summit North quarterback Carter's not playing tonight, and that's a little bit of a surprising score. I'm not surprised that West is ahead of Rockhurst, but they still have a long way to go. Blue Springs has got to put a finger in the dike because we're leaking bad. If we don't, this could get ugly quick. So this is a big series here. You got to keep them out of the end zone.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Coach. The law of large numbers tell you that the Jags were due to have a good day.
We're back in that 3-man front again.
Snap, Kennard to throw, swings it out in the flat, and nothing doing for the guy who caught the ball, and that was Walker Goebel, who recovered the fumble, and he gets down to the 29-yard line, actually tackled at the 29 by Zipsy for no gain, and it'll be 4th down. And
Zipsy did a great job there, Rob.
4th down and 9.
Definitely a 4-down situation. Going about the 29-yard line. This is huge because Blue Springs doesn't have the type of team to throw the football and come back. So this is a big play in the ball game, like I said earlier on that 1st down.
Twy is going to go split wide to the left. Roach and Rick come to the near side. Goebel is the blocking back, and Kennard's going to throw. He's looking. He's got all day. Loops it over the top, and the pass is tipped and incomplete. And I believe that was Stefan Black II who made the tip, and then they had to wait to see if the receiver cutting behind was going to be able to catch it.
Yeah, Black did a nice job of picking up the crossing route, and he was actually the second man on coverage there. And he needs to knock the ball down, not up, because you're right, he almost had a play. They faked the deep fade to the outside, and then he was cutting across the middle. They would have picked that 1st down up as good. Conrad did a nice job on the touch pass. Blue Springs can get on the board here before half.
9.5 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Blue Springs South with an early 14-0 lead. And the handoff, Avion Bailey, and Bailey is going to get to the 35-yard line, so he'll pick up close to 6. Probably be a long 5, a short 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ran that out of tight Covey, and just hit quick with it. It was quick hitter, inside zone blocking scheme with Bailey. Picks up a big good 1st down yardage.
They give him 6, 2nd down and 4. You've got the Covey in tie to the near side, and the handoff, or the quarterback sneak this time. A little bit more successful, and Mansfield will gain 3, and it'll bring up 3rd down and less than a yard.
I wasn't wrong about Blue Springs South coming out striking people, because I'll tell you what, they are really knocking their helmets down and coming after them.
Our 2nd quarter brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Relax. We'll take it from here. On 3rd down and short, Bailey leaps over a tackler outside the 40 to the 45. He'll gain 7 more and pick up a 1st down for the Cats.
Yeah, nice job again out of the Covey look, tight Covey, and a real good job up front. That's just great ISO lead football right there. And then Bailey kind of hurdled a little shades of Kareem Hunt there and picks up a 1st down to 45.
Anthony Orlando in on tackle for Blue Springs South. 1st down and 10 from the 45. Mansfield under center, and the handoff to Wood. Wood is going to get outside the 45 to about the 48-yard line, so he'll get 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, run the inside trap that time, a little zero trap. That's what Woody's good at, is hiding behind the trees and then cutting up. They've got to mix it up like this. We need to probably try to run some spread option and get Mansfield out on the edge.
McCubbin and Ben Bryant make the tackle for Blue Springs South. There's some motion on the defensive side of the ball. Jumping offside for Blue Springs South is Aiden Birdwell. And an interesting set with Bailey, the lone run back, and then had a couple of guys in the backfield off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, run that Covey look again. Basically, that's a great job on Mansfield. Take advantage of they're fired up, and that's the way they should be. They've earned it in this ball game. They've whipped Blue Springs so far, and they got a little loosey-goosey and got him offside, so 2nd and short. I go on top again here. Try to hit the big enchilada.
Mansfield will toss to Bailey. Bailey is going to be short of the 1st down, which is
a little chirping going on now.
Talk about the 33s.
That toss, there's so many people to box, guys. When you run a toss like we normally do, if you don't have them spread out, it's a short distance to the ball by the people in the alley, which is outside backers and the safeties. That's what's happening on this.
Myers made the tackle. He ended up losing close to a yard. It'll be 3rd down and a couple, and Bailey right up the middle. Nothing there. may get a yard, but he's still short of the first down, and it'll be fourth down, or that was the fourth down play. And I don't.
No, it's third down. This is fourth down now, fourth and 1.
No, it's longer than that. It's 4th and 2. They got to get to the 45.
Well, it's fourth down.
They still got to get 2 yards. And
I tell you, this is huge right here, big time. And I tell you what, this is the old Blue Springs South defense that we've seen for years. They're playing it tonight. They are really coming up, Rob, and putting funny bumps on them. They've taken off what is that 33 that's coming off the field?
That was Myers.
Yeah. I don't wonder if he's in relation to the Myers boys that used to play back in the day. Probably your son. He plays like them.
So it's fourth down, 2 yards to go. At the Blue Springs South 48-yard line, the Cats have to get to the 45.
Snackenberg's in at the fullback position, number 10.
And Bailey's going to get the handoff, break to the outside. He's got the first down inside the 45 down to the 42. Darian Booker climbs out of there for Blue Springs South after making the tackle, and Cats are able to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, when we really made some hay, we've done a good job. Bailey's done a good job of bouncing off, and then the play really isn't designed. It's outside zone play, but it's get outside the tackle, but he bounces it even further to the D gap. He's a tough load to bring down.
So it's first down and 10. And Bailey and Fontenot standing next to each other, and it's Quentin Fontenot who gets the handoff and gets inside the 40 to the 39, and one of the offensive linemen, that was Jack Johnson, lost his hat. He's going to have to come out for a play.
Yeah, him and 63 are doing a little dancing. Jack, he's a special kid. And we see how he went back and they slapped. I like that. That's what I like about him. He's good boy.
Second down from the 39-yard line, so he ends up picking up 3 yards on the play.
Rob, we haven't seen a lot of Fontenot, as an up back behind, Bailey in the backfield, but they've got to try something and he provides a little speed back in the backfield.
Play clock hasn't started yet. Just now, as the Cats get to the line from the 39, Bailey's going to get the handoff. He gets a nice hole up the middle, squirt through inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Conrad Rally's getting a little fired up too. We're doing a nice job of getting off the football now and running right at them.
14-0, Blue Springs South with the advantage. Fellers in on the tackle along with Trey Vettel for the Jags. They lead at 14-0. A 1-yard Dakota Koenig touchdown run in the middle of the first quarter, and on the first play of the second quarter, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Max Kennard to Isaiah Twy.
We're running a little unbalanced look with basically 2 tight ends in there, and now the I formation. Snackenberg's number 10 is playing fullback. Real tight formation now.
Quarterback sneak down to the 30-yard line on first down. He'll pick up a couple. 2nd and 8.
Rob, they've done a nice job of defending that quarterback sneak. I think they've done a better job than anybody all year. We're not getting the push we normally get.
It's only been on film for a long time as Bailey gets the handoff, and he'll take it inside the 30 down to the 26, where Vavel and Booker combine to make the stop.
Yeah, again, the nice cut back and really made that jab step, really cut back and got his shoulder pad squared up. Really much there. He got that on his own, too. Good drive so far, though, for the Wildcats. Best one of the night.
4:40 remaining here in the first half. 14-0 Blue Springs South, and Avion Bailey cut back. Nice run up the middle inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line, and once again, the Cats are in the red zone, brought to you by your ECS Cattle Investment Advisor, Eric Sporing. Give Eric a call if you need to talk about retirement, 510-9067.
We've done a nice job when we run the 3 by 1 bunch and then spread it out of the 3 look. That time we spread out a little bit, gives him a little bit more room. Linebackers got to widen a little bit on that.
And
we got double here.
Play action fake. Mansfield's going to roll. Now he's going to throw into the end zone. It's tipped away, incomplete.
Bless his heart, he on the tight end running wide open across the field and didn't see him. But you got to do that. You got to throw the football a little bit here.
Second down and 10.
Second 10.
Marzoff's going to come off, and Fontenot's going to come back on for Blue Springs. Play clock running. It's down to 18 seconds.
Stewart's still in there, too, playing H-back tight end, too. That's what they're able to do, go various looks. They're going with everything on the wristband right now.
Fontenot in motion from the wing. They will hand him the ball, and they try to take it away from him, but he hangs on, and he's going to get inside the 20-yard line down close to the 17, and it'll bring up third down and 8.
You can almost smell Fontenot going to get that ball in that tight wing position, run that reverse back the other way, and didn't really fool anybody on that. Was only able to pick up a couple.
They need 8. Looking at third down from the 17, and Blue Springs are going to take their final first half timeout with 3:25 left to play in the first half. Blue Springs South leads at 14-0. Back after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Andy's makes it fun to be a kid for a while. Hey folks, Andy's Frozen Custard has a very special offer. Buy any take-home pint, quart, or half-gallon and get a second one for free. Choose between great flavors like hot fudge brownie, Bordeaux cherry chip, mint chocolate chip, and a seasonal favorite, pumpkin pie. Perfect for birthdays, after-school treats, a family get-together, or your late-night playhouse. Stop by your nearest Andy's Frozen Custard today for buy one, get one free on all take-home flavors. Limited time only. Limit 2 offers per ticket at participating locations only.
Good play.
3:25 remaining. It's 14-0. Blue Springs South. We're in the first half, and it is third down. And Blue Springs, as we correct ourselves, still with one timeout left. That was their second. Mansfield under center on third down and 8. Now they look over to the side. The play clock at 15, so they've got time.
Yeah, they got a 2-by-1 of the wide.
And they hand up to Nick Wood. Wood is going to break into the clear and take it in for the score from 17 yards out on a third down and long play.
Yeah, I tell you what, all the difference in the world when Woody comes back in the ball game's able to play. Ran that little trap, and he runs it so well. And they faked Bailey going to the outside, and Woody did a good job, and he really juked the linebacker and was able to cut it back up to Pop and at least make it a ball game here before half. This is the biggest extra point.
Romero in. He's 25 of 27 for the year. The snap back. The ball is down. The kick is booted up and through. And with 3:19 to play in the first half, it's Blue Springs South 14, Blue Springs 7. Back with the Cats kickoff after this 30-second timeout on KCWJ.
Andy's makes it fun to be a kid for a while. Hey folks, Andy's Frozen Custard has a very special offer. Buy any take-home pint, quart, or half-gallon and get a second one for free. Choose between great flavors like hot fudge brownie, Bordeaux cherry chip, mint chocolate chip, and a seasonal favorite, pumpkin pie. Perfect for birthdays, after-school treats, a family get-together, or your late-night cravings. Stop by your nearest Andy's Frozen Custard today for buy one, get one free on all take-home flavors. Limited time only. Limit 2 offers per ticket at participating locations only.
14 plays covering 61 yards, and Nick Wood with a 17-yard run for the touchdown.
Big one.
Touchdown run by Nick Wood.
That was a big one for sure.
Trey Vavel standing back in the middle, but he's up at the 15-yard line, waiting the Mansfield kickoff. And Mansfield is going to squib it up the middle, and it's going to be bobbled at the 20. And Avil straight ahead, coming to your side, 35, 40, 45. Cuts back the 50 and then stepped out of bounds as he started to cut back at the 48.
Yeah, that was a great return on that for sure. Did a good job of coming up and making a guy miss on him right on the outside.
Our second quarter presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call 220-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
They're still in that three-man front with a four linebacker look. They're splitting them out here. Rick
is in the backfield with Max Kennard, who's going to keep it himself, run to the 50, and then out of bounds.
Great job by the defense of Blue Springs of staying in their lanes. Their secondary guys didn't get turned and came up in the end.
5:20 to go in the first half. It is Rockbridge leading Francis Howell 7-3. That game being played in Columbia.
That's kind of a head knocker too, isn't it?
Rockbridge probably a little surprised after they beat them by 2 scores a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, that's true.
Roach is in the slot to the near side. They've got trips to the short side of the field. Koenig is going to flip the ball back, and the gadgetry play is foiled defensively, and I believe that was Henderson who was there. Oh, wait, no, it's one of the big guys, Sullivan.
5 yards on the play.
Ended up causing him to lose 5.
Great penetration, wasn't it? Outstanding penetration there. I think also it looked like maybe number 53 had a hand in.
Well, that's who I thought. It was Nicholas Henderson who got him originally.
Yeah, but I tell you what, you're exactly right. The three-man front up front really, Rob did a really nice job there. And it was slow developing. We were right there in the money.
Twy and Roach to the near side. Twy is in the slot. Rick in motion. He's going to get the handoff. Coming to the near side. He's to the 45 and takes it into Blue Springs territory. So they get back what they lost, plus about 3 more down to the 40.
About 9 yards.
Well, they're going to give him a much better spot than I thought. He's down to the 47. So, yes, he picks up close to 9 yards. And it's 4th down and 5.
Let's see if Coach Euler goes for it here. You know, he's playing on house money here. They've had a tough year. He is going to go for it on 4th down, which would put a pretty good field position if they don't pick it up. Blue Springs has one timeout left.
And he's going to run the play clock down because they don't have time to get it in.
Yep.
And then we'll see if he still decides to go for it.
See if he's going to go Braveheart. I'd punt it, but that's the old school.
Well, it's also you're thinking along the lines of a team that is 7-3 as we get the timeout.
3-7,
as opposed to 3-7, and not really supposed to be here according to all the numbers.
Playing by house money, aren't they?
1:27 to play, and the Jags are out of timeouts.
Blue Springs got one. I tell you what, Rob, this is kind of what I expected, though. It's a head knock. Both teams have really been very physical in this one.
Well, and the Cats still haven't gotten it back to where they need to, but they need to stop the emotion.
Yeah,
and Blue Springs South was able to get a boatload of it coming out of the opening kickoff.
Sure did.
Marzoff is going to be standing back at the 10, and Myers is going to punt it away. Myers averages 29, almost 30 yards a punt. Boots this one out. Yeah.
There's a flag on the play.
So we'll see what it is.
Maybe too many men on the field for Blue Springs. I'm not sure.
Well, this will determine whether the momentum continues or if Blue Springs is hold.
Can't. He had to take his shoes off, and it was way too much. He couldn't get his shoes untied. So they're going to try it again.
I'm sitting here pontificating in my mind.
You're listening to the fans, too, aren't you?
Well, I'm listening to that, but this is just frustrating. Myers will punt it again. He had a poor one off the side of his foot. And this time he's going to hit it high and inside the 5, and it's going to get into the end zone. And Marzoff bought that call. That ball, from our angle, did not get into the end zone, Coach, but he pointed to the end zone, and the back judge there, I'm guessing who it was, said, yeah, I was in the end zone.
Yeah, it was in the end zone. I'm looking on the TV. It made it in.
They're getting down near the end of the first half, still 7-3. They've got about a minute and a half, Tony.
We're talking about Rockbridge.
Rockbridge and Francis Howell. That is a 47-yard punt, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line with 1:13 to go. No, actually, what I was thinking, Coach, and I don't know, do you recognize the names of the guys on this crew?
Yeah.
They're from around here?
Uh-huh.
I've never seen them.
Yeah.
So I don't know that they do Class 6 football.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they've done it.
Never seen them.
Yeah, they do. Trust me, they've been around a long time.
Couple of fakes. Manfield slips it to Fontenot, and he's going to get out to the 22-yard line. I've just seen too many whistles and not enough decisive decision-making. And
well, right there on the – I see your frustration. I feel your pain, big guy.
no, it's not necessarily that. I mean, I'm just frustrated because there are two teams that are capable of playing pretty well who
are playing pretty
who are stopping and starting here.
I tell you, it's a physical game. That's for sure.
On second down, after a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Mansfield's going to keep it and get outside the 35, the 25, and then back to the 26.
Kobe Mansfield on the quarterback draw.
Not a lot of room there.
Kelly calls his last time out, Rob.
And Gabe Indiro, who's a junior lineman for Blue Springs South, was in on the tackle. Half a minute play, 34 seconds left to play in the first half. It's 14-7, Blue Springs South.
This is, like I said before the game, a typical Blue Springs South physical, good defensive battle. We've had some high-scoring games too, but usually it's pretty physical. Not pretty physical, it's always physical. And I thought coming in this was going to be a tough out for the Wildcats because of so many injuries. Euler's been getting a lot of bad mouth behind his back, and I think he's done a great job with the team with all the injuries, and he's proven it here at the end of the season.
Half a minute to go, 34 seconds. 14-7, Blue Springs South with the advantage. Play clock has not started. Bailey is the lone setback. Twin receivers go to the right side. A tight end in tight as well. Bailey's going to get the handoff. Not a lot there. He'll try to turn it upfield. Break a couple of tackles. Into the clear. He's to the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and out of bounds at the 10 is Pavel. Got him by the shoelaces and threw his stride off, and he gets the ball down to the 10-yard line with 21.1 seconds left to go.
They ran 4 to the wide, and then he's just a stud, people. He just ran the cutback, he ran over the linebacker, and he's just a stallion running right there.
No timeouts remaining, and so they'll take advantage of the play clock getting started late, but now they're going to have to hurry. They're down to 15 seconds, and Mansfield's not sure what the play is. They're not going to get it off with 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and with 2 seconds left, Mansfield's going to throw and flips the ball off, intended for Nick Wood, I believe, and it's off his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, that time. He's 0 for 4 throwing the P, which really hurts here, but Kelly's got to just about throw the ball. I mean, because you would still want to have a nice shot at a field goal because you're on the 10-yard line.
65 yards on the run by Bailey. 17.1 seconds left to go in the half. And running out of the eye, Mansfield's going to throw the fade and overthrows his receiver, Tapuosa, in the end zone. He didn't even have a chance to go up and try to jump for it. And with 13 and a half seconds left to go, it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 10.
Yeah, you got to throw it again. Yeah, you just don't have any timeouts left, and it's your only option. And, boy, again, the fade's a good call, but bless his heart, he knew he was supposed to throw it to the back of the end zone, but not to the back.
I'd run Bailey again, Coach. He's had a couple of plays to rest.
It'd be pretty risky, and don't be surprised if he doesn't.
Out of the I formation, and they're going to throw it again. Mansfield is going to get tackled and sacked back outside the 20 at the 23-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
Oh, Lord. He's at least got to throw that way, and I don't know what happened. Somebody ran the wrong route.
So we have reached halftime, and Blue Springs South has a 14-7 lead. And we invite you to stay tuned for our BR Carpet halftime show, brought to you by Joe Bowman and the folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call 224-0777 or go online at brcarpet.com. We'll be back with the start of the halftime activities after this timeout from Vision Sports on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
My name is Eric Sporing, financial advisor and owner of ECS Capital Investments and your hometown investment professional. No matter where your comma is in your retirement balance, I'm here to help you. You don't need thousands of dollars to open a retirement account with me. I have no investment minimums. I help small business owners establish 401k plans for their companies to help them retain their employees. I help individuals come up with a plan for old 401k that they left at an old employer. I help individuals establish 529 college savings plans for their children or grandchildren. Call me at 816-510-9067. That's 510-9067. Or stop by my office at 1201 Northwest Northridge Drive. I'm at the corner of Jefferson and Northridge, right behind Bob Evans on the North Outer Road. Cats, go Jags.
Registered representative of and securities offered through Berthel Fisher & Company Financial Services Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through BFC Planning. ECS Capital Investments is independent of BFCFS and BFC Planning. BR Carpet is a local family-owned and operated flooring company proud to call Blue Springs home. BR Carpet is your one-stop shop for carpet, vinyl flooring, ceramic tile, laminate, hardwood, and more. You will always work with a courteous, caring, and professional staff at BR Carpet from purchase through installation. Residential or commercial, BR Carpet offers the best prices due to its low overhead, on-site warehouse, and bulk purchasing. For the best in flooring services, make the winning call. BR Carpet at 224-0777 or online at brcarpet.com. If you want a winner on your team, choose the specialists at the Joint and Spine Institute at St. Mary's Medical Center. Whether it's an ankle sprain or joint surgery, you can count on us to develop your individual care plan and be with you every step of the way. Your care is seamless through diagnosis, treatment, outpatient therapy, and recovery. You have a choice when it comes to your health care. Say St. Mary's. To learn more, visit stmaryskc.com. St. Mary's Medical Center. Your health, our calling.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union. Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union is proud to be a part of the Blue Springs community and is conveniently located at 815 South 7 Highway. I am proud to call Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union my credit union. Their professional and courteous staff always provides friendly and efficient service. Become a member of the local credit union that, like you, cheers for the Cats and Jags. Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union. Call 228-2145, online at rlsccu.org.
Okay, class, today we're going to discuss the Earth's core. And to do that, I brought in Sonic's new quarter-pound double-stack cheeseburger. Here, you can see two types of melty cheese in the middle of two patties. Scientifically speaking, it's all ooey-gooey in the middle. Now, who knows what the outer core is made of? Brioche? French class is down the hall.
The clock is ticking. Try the new quarter-pound double-stack cheeseburger with tots for $2.99. This is how you Sonic. Text not included. See menu for details for a limited time. Only participating Sonic drive-ins.
Welcome back to PV Stadium on the BR Carpet Halftime Show. 14-7's the score. Blue Springs South on top of Blue Springs. Now it's time for us to recognize the Sonic Good School of the Week presented by the 6 area Sonic locations in Blue Springs. Remember, it's not just good, it's Sonic good. And this week our Sonic Good School of the Week
is Blue Springs South High School. The Jags are here tonight. They're up 14-7. A lot of great things going on at Blue Springs South High School. Charlie Belt, he's the principal. Tim Michael is the activities director. John Grice, one of the assistant activities directors, and the soccer coach of the district champion Blue Springs South soccer team. Other great things going on at Blue Springs South. If you tuned in here to Real Country 1030 AM, KWJ this past weekend, we carried their state championship broadcast. Congratulations to Coach Christy Williams and all the great players at Blue Springs South. Also, they are the district champions in volleyball. They are the district champions in soccer, and they take on Rockhurst coming up here next week. Jaguar Pride, outstanding. They were, I think they finished 12th at the Band of Americas in St. Louis last week. The junior ROTC program is just doing fantastic things, and the cross-country team, they're headed to state for the third time in the last 5 years. They've won the sectionals 3 out of the last 5 years, and they're going to state as a team this year after losing their top 4 runners from last year, including Tori Finley, who is down at the University of Missouri doing great things. So we congratulate the students, the staff, the administrators, everyone involved with Blue Springs South High School. This week's Sonic Good School of the Week. Now it's time for us to recognize someone in the community doing great things. Presented by Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union up there on 7 Highway, and Chris Pearl and his great staff, they'll always do you great. They do us great things here on Vision Sports. And this week, once again, we congratulate Blue Springs South High School for all the great things that I stated, especially Christy Williams and that state championship softball team, Easton Side, Addie Leitner, Elle Smith, Abby Sierra, just did a great job here, defeating Lee Summit North in the districts, then getting past Liberty, then Truman, then Liberty, and then going down to state and defeating Marquette, and then Troy Buchanan in the finals. Congratulations to Coach Christy Williams and everyone at Blue Springs South. Congratulations on your state championship. Now it's time for us to go down the field and listen to the Golden Regiment from Blue Springs. They are the Golden Regiment Marching Band. Took third at St. Louis at the Band of America
last week, and week before did an outstanding job, a finalist in Indianapolis at the big regional band competition there. 14-7, and the Golden Regiment Marching Band is presented by the great folks at Meyer Music. Tom and Betty and Tom and Ted Meyer have done fantastic things with music here in not only Eastern Jackson County, but the Kansas City area. And Meyer Music reminds you that making music makes you smarter. 14-7 to score here at halftime. Blue Springs South on top of Blue Springs. When we come back, we'll take a look at the numbers presented by PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade. This is a presentation of Division Sports.
It's time to start school band and orchestra. Give your child the tools for success by renting a quality instrument from Meyer Music. Meyer Music carries all of the top brands of school-approved orchestra and band instruments, as well as the books and accessories you need to start the school year. Meyer Music, celebrating its 52nd year of renting and selling instruments in the Kansas City area. Come in and check out the affordable rent-to-learn and purchase program. Make Meyer Music your choice for all of your musical needs. And remember, at Meyer Music, making music makes you smarter.
Hey sports fans, Care Now is ready to serve all your family's urgent care needs, from sore throats to stitches to x-rays for broken bones. Care Now is open 7 days a week for those nights and weekends you get sick. Care Now brings quality urgent care to your neighborhood with 8 urgent care centers conveniently located throughout the Kansas City metro. In Blue Springs, visit us at 1215 Northeast Coronado Drive, and in Independence, visit us at 17700 East 39th Street. Care Now is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. No appointment needed. Web check-in available. For more information or locations, visit carenow.com.
CarStar Blue Springs is your high-quality auto collision repair facility located at 40 Highway and Woods Chapel in Blue Springs. CarStar Blue Springs specializes in all vehicles and provides a safe environment for its customers. CarStar Blue Springs uses state-of-the-art unibody and frame repair equipment, and all repairs are performed by iCar-trained technicians. CarStar Blue Springs also provides expert color matching, pickup and delivery, towing and rent-a-car assistance, and a lifetime warranty, as well as a 5-year nationwide warranty. CarStar Blue Springs at 220-1100. That's 220-1100. CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Christopher Wade, Wealth Advisor at PCG Wealth Management, is a longtime resident of Blue Springs and alumni of Blue Springs High School. Christopher serves as a wealth advisor with 28 years of industry experience, helping a select group of clients who aspire to have a work-optional lifestyle. Learn more about pursuing a work-optional lifestyle. Call 816-358-2463. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through PCG Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. PCG Wealth Advisors and PCG Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to the BR Carpet Halftime Show. 14-7 to score here at PV Stadium. Blue Springs South on top of Blue Springs. Now it's time to take a look at the first half numbers presented by PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade. Give Christopher a call. 358-2463, 816-358-2463. Christopher Wade, longtime sponsor here on Vision Sports. In the first half, first downs, Blue Springs with 10, Blue Springs South with 6. Yards rushing, 172 for Blue Springs, 96 for Blue Springs South. No yards passing for Blue Springs, 35 for Blue Springs South. Total yardage, 172 for Blue Springs, 131 yards total for Blue Springs South. Passing, Springs 0 for 5. Blue Springs South, 2 out of 3 for an average of 17.5 yards. Each team has punted once. Blue Springs for 31 yards. Blue Springs South for 47. Blue Springs has fumbled the ball once and lost it. South has not fumbled. No penalties on Blue Springs. And South has been penalized 2 times for 10 yards. When we return, we'll have our halftime interview. We'll talk with the founder of Andy's Frozen Custard, Andy Kuntz. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
It's tailgate time, and you need to stock up. Cosentino's Price Chopper is your one stop for fried chicken, wings, ribs, the barbecue you love, all waiting for you at the deli, along with your favorite sides, chips, drinks, and more. We've even got the charcoal for the grill. Everything you need to make your tailgate the best part of the game, every game, all season long. This is your tailgate headquarters, Cosentino's Price Chopper.
Hello, this is Kevin Hornick with the Premier Network. With 8 state championships, the Cats and Jags have gained their reputation as a powerhouse team. Premier Network has also been recognized as a powerhouse, ranked in the top 1% of auto and home insurance agencies in the metropolitan area. We would be honored to help you with your insurance needs. Put the power of an 8-time 5-star agency to work for you. You can reach us at 816-600-0888 or on the web at premier.network.
Wouldn't a hot tub feel good right about now? If so, give our friends at Swim Things a call. Swim Things is the exclusive dealer of Bullfrog Spas, the only fully customizable hot tub that has ever been made. Bullfrog Spas have patented jetpack technology. You get to choose the custom jets and the placement of those jets in your hot tub. You have to see it to believe it. Swim Things is right there on the eastbound lane of 40 Highway at Woods Chapel Road. You can't miss it. Call 224-2600. Online at swimthings.com.
The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of Preps KC and high school sports across Kansas City. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of our 12 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 2,000 new certified and pre-owned vehicles, and you'll find quick and easy credit pre-approval. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs, Lee Summit, and Sedalia, Missouri.
Rob Evans back at PV Stadium on the BR Carpet Halftime Show, and it's time now to visit with our halftime guest, Andy Kuntz, who is the owner and CEO of Andy's Frozen Custard. And Andy, you guys kind of invaded the metro within the last couple of years with 4 locations down in Westport, over in Shawnee, where your newest store is, and then, of course, in Lee Summit and Blue Springs. But, coming to Kansas City after getting established down in the southwest part of the state, this is like coming home for you, isn't it?
It is. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, it is. It very much is. I was born and raised in Raytown, Missouri, and love Kansas City. We were a season ticket holder of the Kansas City Chiefs, and we spent a lot of time in Kansas City, even outside of our stores, and so it means a lot to be in the Kansas City metro, and we have family that lives central Missouri, and so it is home for us, no question about it. And we've spent a lot of time in Springfield, Missouri, and Springfield's been good to us, but we sure love Kansas City.
Well, you try to get involved in the community since arriving with the first Andes in 2015. Tell us a bit about some of the ways you keep involved in the community up here in the metro.
Well, our big deal is kids. If it has anything to do with young kids, we're interested. And, we donate a lot of product to the schools. Last day of school, I think, in Kansas City last year, we gave away somewhere around 12 or 15,000 cups of custard that went to elementary schools for kids on their last day of school. And it's not a huge deal, but it's just a way of being involved, and we love to be a part of that. And so and that's kind of who we are. That's our DNA. That'll be something we'll do until we're no longer in business, if there is a day of that. But yeah, we are very involved, and we even teamed up with our good old Kansas City Chief, Travis Kelsey. He has a foundation that supports underprivileged kids called 87 and Running, and we have created a concrete called the 87, and it's a great concrete, and we donate 87 cents to every concrete we sell goes to his charity. And we just did the tally here about a week ago, and through the third quarter, just for the third quarter, we sold 11,100 concrete. So got a pretty good check going to 87 and Running.
And that's a great way to stay involved in the community. But I know frozen concrete, frozen custard, everybody thinks summer months, but coming up with Thanksgiving, you still got a good little special going right now. You got a lot to do with pumpkin pie, don't you?
We do. Pumpkin pie is a treat that we created, it's been probably 20 years ago. And I thought, wouldn't it be good to take a fresh baked pumpkin pie and cut up those pieces and throw it in a cup of Andy's vanilla frozen custard and blend it together. And we did that. And I tell you, Rob, it has been the number one seasonal treat that we make. And we literally do. We bake the pies every morning in the store, and we cut them up into pieces, and we take a whole piece of pie, throw it in a cup of vanilla frozen custard, blend it up, and it really is good. And we've even taken that one step further. You're talking about the holidays. We blend them up, and we put them in a quart that you can take home, 32 ounces, and you take that home on the holiday table, and you don't have to wait till the holidays by all means, but you take that home and dish it up. It's really a great product, a great treat, and we kind of think of Andy's as two seasons. We have a summer season that everybody that's been to Andy's is familiar with, and that's sitting out on the curb and on the trunk of your car and eating a fresh concrete, but we also have a winter season that we like, and that's taking product home, and we have other flavors of pints and quarts. We have a Bordeaux cherry chip, butter pecan, hot fudge brownie, mint chocolate chip. In fact, all of those flavors, we do a little winter sale that runs until November 21st, and it's buy one, get one free on the take-home. So now is an incredible time to stock up a little bit.
Well, you've got 4 locations in the metro, down on Westport, in Shawnee, Kansas, and also in Lee Summit and Blue Springs. Andy Kuntz, we appreciate you taking time to join us here at halftime of the game.
Thanks so much, Rob. We love Kansas City, love Blue Springs, and appreciate the time. Thank you.
And we'll be back to start the second half right after this from Vision Sports on Real Country, 1030 a.m. KCWJ.
Myers Funeral Chapel is proud to be the trusted family-owned and operated funeral home in Blue Springs. They are very active in the community and have been a longtime supporter of the Blue Springs School District. The friendly, caring, and compassionate staff at Myers Funeral Chapel has been helping area families during their times of need since 2006. Myers Funeral Chapel, 1600 West Main Street in historic downtown Blue Spring. Call 816-229-3276 or online at myersfuneralchapel.com.
Rancho Grande in Blue Springs is proud to sponsor the Cats and Jags on the radio. Come by after the game to celebrate a big win or anytime for Rancho Grande's daily specials. Every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday and enjoy $3 off your fajita entree. Rancho Grande is the home of the biggest burrito in Blue Springs. You can always order ahead or we cater too. Give us a call, 816-228-5550. Rancho Grande on the North Outer Road east of 7 Highway. Joe says, go Jags, go Cats.
ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, is proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of the Kansas City Royals. Our true blue units are proudly displayed throughout the parking areas around the K. ORI is also proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of Jackson County Parks and Recreation. ORI can provide luxury units for the most elegant outdoor affairs. Like the closer, ORI is there to get the job done. Call 816-229-4468 or online at orirestrooms.com.
Vision Sports and Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation. From now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order when you enter the promo code BSSD40. Go to papajohns.com and enter promo code BSSD40. Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the BSSD Activities Program and the Blue Springs Education Foundation.
And they hand off to Nick Wood. Wood is going to break into the clear and take it in for the score from 17 yards out on a third down and long play.
Yeah, I tell you what, all the difference in the world when he comes back to ball games able to play. Ran that little trap, and he runs it so well. And they fake Bailey going to the outside, and Woody did a good job. And he really juked the linebacker, was able to cut it back up the pipe and at least make it a ball game here before half. This biggest extra point.
And a very big touchdown indeed for Blue Springs as they were down by a 14-0 score. At that point, with 3:19 to go, they had another chance to tie it up. Got the ball inside right at the 10-yard line at the end of the half. Had it first and goal at the 10, but couldn't get it in the end zone. And Kobe Mansfield was sacked on the final play of the first half to run out the clock, and Blue Springs will now kick off to start the second half. And Blue Springs South will get the ball back with the 14-7 lead. Our third quarter brought to you by your Blue Springs Independent Insurance Agent, Kevin Hangtime Hornick, Premier Network. Be sure to give Kevin a call at 600-0888 to ensure that you're getting the best insurance at the best price and the personalized service that you deserve. Be sure to call Hangtime at 600-0888. Well, Mansfield's going to kick it away, and I think it's safe to say, Coach, that this could be a very key drive, because if Blue Springs South sticks it in the end zone, that could get it back to a 2-score game. And
you can't go down 2 scores with the type of offense that you have.
And Vavil's going to have to chase the kickoff all the way back to the 1-yard line and breaks it out over the 20, 25 to the 30 and down at that point. And the Jags get great field position to start quarter number 3.
I'll be anxious, Rob. We talked about it at halftime, buddy. I'll be anxious to see if we come out in the 4 or the 3-man front. You talked about a little bit off the air that we stopped them on first down with 4-man fronts. We've been basic 3-man fronts, and they've gassed us in the 3.
Going to give you the updated scores coming up here in just a few moments as Rick goes in motion. High snap to Kennard. He's going to have to run the football and is going to get out to the 31 and gain maybe a yard, and it'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, that time a nice job of Mendez did a nice job of linebacker coming up in the A gap when he tried to keep the ball on the quarterback spread option look. It did a real good job of stuffing it up.
There at the half, Lee Summit North with a 28-0 lead over Liberty. They are approaching the half. 2:08 to go in the second. 14-7 Rockhurst leads at Lee Summit West. On second down, he got 2, second and 8. And the handoff to Dakota Koenig is going to get driven back. After getting back to the line of scrimmage, they're going to move the sticks back, and he's down on the 33-yard line.
Zipsy did a nice job there. Two good linebacker plays, Mendez and Zipsy both trying to run that, and that time it was give out of the spread look.
Fort Osage nearing the half with a 28-0 lead over Chrisman, and they're at the half. Belton with a 7-0 lead over Raytown.
Some good ball games in here.
That one would be a big upset, I think. Trips come to the near side if you include Goebel, who is the blocking back in the wing. Kennard's going to toss the ball to Nashawn Rick. He'll cut back, but get wrapped up at the 34-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that was Zipsy again, and I tell you what, that was a great job on that defensive series by the linebackers. They stayed at home, did bite, and really did a good job of filling the alley. It looks like it could have caused Blue Springs to have to punt the ball early here in the second half.
Well, the first time that Myers tried to punt the ball, he shanked it off his foot, and the referee blew the play dead.
Yeah.
And then picked up the flag, and then he hit a 45-47-yarder. And the snap is low. He'll pick it off the turf and get a high kick away. He got knocked down, but the ball was close enough that nothing is done there. And Marzoff has to make the fair catch at the 30-yard line. And you're looking at a 35-yard punt, which is better than his 29.7 yard per kick average.
Yeah, it was a real nice punt. He got a lot of hang time. Marzoff did a good job of catching the ball. If he didn't, we would have lost 15, 20 yards field position.
So it's 1st down and 10 for Blue Springs. Colby Mansfield will lead the charge out onto the field with Schneckenberg at the fullback spot. Bailey the tailback. Bailey gets the handoff. Bailey up the middle and gets 5 tough yards out to the 35-yard line. He had 127 yards unofficially in the first half and adds 5 more on that. He had a big 65-yard run, which put him in position at the end as Luke Fellers missed the tackle. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
We're running a lot of double tight ISO with you see the fullback up tight.
And the handoff. Bailey's going to get to the outside. First down the far side and run out of bounds. Upfield at the 49. They're going to say he stepped out of the 50-yard line.
Well, one thing about it, when you go double tight, you know they're going to have everybody in the box. If you can just pop it at all. Schnackelberg, they've been alternating people as the lead back or the fullback, and he did a nice job blocking at the point of attack.
I'm not so sure if I were a Jag that I would be happy with that spot. I thought he stepped out a couple of yards further upfield, but either way, Coach, he got the corner turned and was able to pick up some extra yardage. They pick up 20 on that set of downs.
Yeah, going double wing here, one back set.
Otno in motion, and he's going to get the handoff, come around the corner at the 45, and then hauled down from behind the Blue Springs sideline, wanting a horse collar. But he's going to settle for about an 8-yard gain as he gets it into Blue Springs South territory. And they're going to put him down to the 42-yard line.
Fontenot is definitely the threat to the outside. Kill wanted a horse collar call, I think, on that, Rob. I think you saw him getting in the official's ear there. But he is the guy that we are attacking on the perimeter with. He's done a good job in that wingback position.
Patso Tapasoa to the far side of the field. Handoff Bailey straight up the middle. And Bailey's going to take it inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. And that'll move the chains for Blue Springs South once again.
You know, Bob, what we're doing is providing a little eye candy with that motion across the formation. And, you know, they're looking.
Yeah.
And then they're giving the ball at the last minute to Bailey, and he's popping it.
Skylar Myers on the tackle for Blue Springs South. Stewart is on the wing, and they've got two backs standing next to each other in the backfield at about tailback depth, and Fontenot spins up the middle, takes it inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line, and he's going to pick up about 4 on first down, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going, and Fontenot's providing a little bit of spark for him. You know, Woody can't go full boat yet, but he made a big run for a touchdown. But I like what we're doing, a lot of eye candy with the motion. That time they ran them both in the back out of a spread look, just gave to him early.
Marzoff and Patso, 2 to the left. Patso at the hash mark in the slot, if you will. And Stewart on the wing, nobody to the near side of the field, and Mansfield will give it to Bailey, full head of steam. He almost had tackle broken. As it is, he gets down to the 20-yard line.
Somebody made him angry at halftime because he's running like a Bronco bull. I'm telling you, he is running like a man-child.
He had 127 at halftime, Coach. You wouldn't think you'd have to make him too mad, but I agree with what you're saying.
Hey, Rob, I think he reminds me of you in your heyday. Maybe not quite as quick as you were.
Wood's going to get the handoff and pick his way through the line, and they are definitely in the red zone as Wood gets 4 yards. And all that brought to you by your ECS Capital Investments Advisor, Eric Sporing. Be sure to give Eric a call at 510-9067. They give him 5. It'll be 2nd and 5, and trust me, when the diesel got going, I had to grind gears before I got there.
I want to tell you right now, we're doing a good job of in and out them. That time we ran right after him over the A-gap, and I tell you what, your boy Riley and Johnson starting to really whip tail up front.
And Bailey is going to get him inside the 10-yard line for a first down, going straight ahead, picking his way through the line. He's down to the 7, and Skylar Myers and on the tackle for Blue Springs South once again.
Myers is a stud. Mark Bublo told me he's visiting Wisconsin tomorrow.
Bailey, handoff, Bailey, huge hole. Bailey is in for the touchdown.
I think Bailey came to play the second half. I'm not sure, but you want to check the number on that license plate because he just ran right by you.
Woo! 6:46 remaining here in the third, and Blue Springs South within a point of tying it up, and Freddie Romero is in to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Cooper Willich. And the snap back, the ball is down. They came close to getting it blocked, but Romero knocked it through. And with 6:46 to play in the third, It's all tied. Blue Springs 14, Blue Springs South 14. Back with the Cats kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Sports, proudly celebrating 22 outstanding.
Catch your school stars, score and steps daily at Examiner and online at examiner.net. Call 816-350-6302 and mention code 1030AM to start your free 1-month subscription today. That's 816-350-6302 and mention 1030AM. Don't miss any of the excitement this season and wake up to the Examiner and examiner.net, Eastern Jackson County's daily news source.
Trey Vavel is standing in the middle at the 15-yard line. He's got wingmen at the 20, one on his right, one on his left, and Colby Mansfield is going to kick it away. And he is going to send it straight down the middle, back to the 7. Vavel's got it to the 15, cuts to the near side of the 20, 25, 30, 35, breaks a tackle, hit at the 40, down and out of bounds at the 42, and they never did get him down, but he just ran out of room.
Well, he's a good return man. Does a really, really nice job with that. I think I'd probably squib it or something because he's really burst. They've got great field position, like you said, on the 42 to start the drive.
Enzor is the guy who ran him out of bounds. And they do. They've started in great field position all night long, and they're going to have a receiver come to the near side. That's Ryan Dykus. And Kennard is going to hand the ball off. Dakota Koenig is outside the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Boy, you're right about Koenig, Rob. You told me he's a good back, and, he was injured. Didn't he get hurt in the game we played? I know he played early, but I thought he got hurt in that game, but he is a good running back.
Annie Wheeler is the guy who gets credit for the tackle. I thought that Rick would be the running back coach for them, and Koenig, because he's a guy who can get into the slot and be a pretty good receiver. He's going to get the handoff and take it into Blue Springs territory as he gets to the corner and cuts it upfield down at the 49. He'll be a yard shot, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, he's done a nice job there. That time, we're going to go 4-man front now. They brought in number 56, Ramos, and you will see a 4-man front in this short yardage situation. They need to be careful. Conrad pulling the ball in the option.
Ray Horton makes the tackle. Goebel's the blocking back. And Kennard is going to give it to Koenig. First down. He didn't get much. He got 2, but he only needed 1. And the chains will move for the Jaguars.
See if he stays in the 4 or comes back with a 3. It looks like they're going to come back with a 3-man front and bring in number 2 for Blue Springs. Van Hockey is coming in. So they will be in that 3-man front.
So it is first and 10 from the 47-yard line, and Kennard's going to keep it. And he's going to get to the 45, and the tackle made on the play by Brett LeVar, a D-back for the Cats.
LeVar did a nice job there coming in the alley and then finishing him off. Kennard does a good job in that spread zone option.
4:40 remaining in the third quarter. We're tied at 14. Jags on the move, however. And Kennard will give the ball to Dakota Koenig, and Koenig is going to get hit as he goes up middle by Mendez, and then was able to fall forward for another couple of yards. So he picks up 3, and it's going to be third down and about 5.
Yeah, now, again, another nice play by Mendez inside there. He's had several tonight. He's been very solid and consistent all night long. Big third down here.
Third down from the 42-yard line. Twy is split wide to the right, and Kennard's going to give it to Koenig, and Koenig is going to power his way forward and get it down to the 35-yard line. Dakota Koenig He had a bag of nickels in his pocket the day they weighed him at 5'9" and 165 pounds, and he's running like Avion Bailey going up the middle right now.
He's doing a nice job. He's got a low center of gravity, running low to the ground, and really doing a nice job. We're going to the 4-man front again. Ramos is back in, so when you see 56 in the game and 2 come out, that's the difference between a 4 and a 3-man front for Blue Springs.
Koenig to the left of Kennard. He's going to get the ball again, and this time finds the going a little tougher. And he may get 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they're giving it to Kate so much on the first down that I'd almost stay in that 4 front for a while and see what you can do. I think you mentioned it, like I said, at halftime, we did stop when we started in the 4-that-1 series.
Our third quarter brought to you by your Blue Springs independent insurance agent, Evan Hangtime Hornick.
A stallion and a legend.
600-0888. Tell him Coach Crone sent you.
Bearcats tomorrow, baby. Fort Hays, big game.
Dykes and Twy to the right, short side of the field. And Koenig's going to get the handoff, and Nico Manning was right there waiting for him, and down he'll go. Back at the 40, progress will mean that he ended up losing a couple of yards. And he's back down in the 36 officially.
Well, I sure like this a lot better in the 4-man front, particularly on 1st and 2nd down. Now we'll go to the 3-man front. Hopefully we won't get gashed on the option or throwing the football. The thing is, this game's going by so fast because neither team's throwing the pill.
2:20 left to play in the third quarter. We're tied at 14. Jags led 14-0 early in the second quarter in this one. And back to pass. Kennard, he's being chased, rolling. Wheeler's chasing him, and he throws it up for grabs. And the pass is intercepted at the 15-yard line. Coming out of there after the pick is Alex Hughes.
Now, Hughes did a nice job of staying at home, and Conrad got flushed. When he got flushed, he got a little bit he thought he had to make a play. He went deep, and Hughes really was blanketed all on the entire play, all the way down the sideline. It was huge, Alex Hughes.
He's the guy who had the pick,
19.
And if you take a look at it, Coach, just kind of like the punt, maybe one play earlier.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. I'm glad you brought that up. I think it's a good call on your part. We've got to drive this thing out. And with 2:05 left, and like I said, we've had a 9-minute drive in this ball game. So you don't get the ball very often. You got to make it count when you do.
Marzoff and Patso and a covey to the near side. Bailey gets the handoff, and it's going to be blown dead. Flag is thrown in the backfield.
Mansfield's got to wait for everybody to get set before he makes that quick snap. Nope.
Illegal substitution.
Yeah.
The team, and this is more of a timing thing because everybody gotten out there and gotten set, and then they called the illegal substitution. Wouldn't that have occurred earlier?
I don't know, Robin. And now we're having trouble again, bud. See, Fontenot's trying to get in the ball game. Yeah,
So instead of starting at the 15, you're down to the 10, going the wrong way, and it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, that's costly here too. Unless you get a big play, somebody breaks one.
Well, Bailey has been running the ball with some authority here on the first drive, and
well, they were totally lost. You're right, Rob. The Blue Springs was totally lost on that call. They're going chart and wristband there.
Under 10 on the play clock, and the handoff is going to be to Fontenot coming to the near side. He jukes one man, turned the corner at the 20, and out of bounds as he gets outside the 25 to about the 27.
Well, I tell you what, you're right, he did a nice job on the juke right there and was able to pop it out for a big first down. If nothing else, Rob, that's a field position situation there.
Guess who made the tackle?
Meyer.
Skylar Myers. He has been everywhere.
He's a stud
in this game. You are correct.
He is a stud.
Bailey, the lone setback, double wing set. Fontenot in motion. Bailey, nice hole up the middle, and he's going to get outside. And He will pick up about 6, maybe 7 yards. 32-yard line is where he's down.
I tell you, that motion with Fontenot and fake a jet sweep is great eye candy for Bailey, because the linebackers, it's just human nature to watch that man move in motion and then give the ball to him, and he just rambles and rumbles down the field. What's the official doing now?
Stop and play.
Yeah, but our clocks, we passed a $100 million bond issue, and we can't get play clocks to work. Somebody's got their lights on down in the parking lot.
So you just badmouth the play clocks, and it's somebody with their lights on.
Yeah, he's probably had too many Budweisers. He's out there.
He's obviously listening to the game coach, so don't insult him.
It might be. It might be Bud Lights. I'm not sure.
Down to a minute 15. Play clock is 15 on the move. Bailey, the lone setback. Again, double wing. Fontenot in motion. And the handoff. Avion Bailey with a big hole. Breaks a tackle at the 40 and out to the 45. Maybe the 46. Either way, they move the chains. And it's a Blue Springs first down.
He doesn't look to break it up, but he looks to find somebody north and south and run over him.
Darian Booker makes the tackle. You said that he was rumbling and running. There's no rumbling. No rumble to this guy at all.
Catch that license plate. Come on, catch that license plate.
Double wing set, Fontenot in motion. Fontenot gets tripped up, but then regains his footing and gets to the sideline. First down, into the clear, cuts back at the 30, 25, 20, in the red zone, 15, 10, and hauled down at the 8-yard line, and we're going to get a face mask on the end of the play.
Either face mask or a horse collar, you're exactly right. And boy, that was a great run. That was jet sweep. We've been just running ISO or jet sweep. He busted. Great cutback.
It was a great cutback, and they had him in jail about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he got away, and it'll be a face mask at the 8-yard line was where they hauled him down, and they'll take it inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, our adjustment to not being able to pass the football is to run the jet sweep with Fontenot. I mean, it really is.
This trip into the red zone brought to you by your ECS Capital Investments advisor, Eric Sporing. Handoff to Bailey off tackle, and he fights his way down to the goal line. He'll be stopped short.
Let me ask you something. If you're a grown man, would you like to be playing linebacker against Bailey right now and try to stick your head in a hole? If you guys our age would be decapitated.
That may be the last play. Now, as I say that, the officials stop play.
They like to make you mad, I think.
No, it was frustrating to watch there for a while.
You're back, though. I got you back. You're back. Come on, buddy. Now what we got, though, it looks like it looks like Myers here. Boy, that'd be big loss for South.
He has been around the ball all night long.
He is a stud.
He's gone off once and come back.
He is a stud, and he's a very, very good player.
It's second down and goal from the 1.
Doesn't he look bigger than 215, though? They got him listed at 215. He's a pure linebacker. I'll bet he's related to those Myers who used to play with the Oilers, but he's just tough players.
And they do let the quarter come to a close, and at the end of 3 as we head to the 4th, our third quarter brought to you by your Blue Springs independent insurance agent, Kevin Hangtime Hornick. Back with the fourth quarter. It's all tied 14-14. Blue Springs and Blue Springs South on KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Bob Watson at 229-7878 or Clint Osborne at 229-0083. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Blue Springs 14, Blue Springs South 14. So we get set to start the fourth quarter. Our third quarter, as we mentioned, brought to you by Kevin Hornick, your Blue Springs independent insurance agent of the Premier Network. Our fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. They remind you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text and drive.
Well, we've got to get it in the end zone and kick that extra point here because it's been a great drive.
And the handoff to Bailey, and he is in for touchdown. He tried to go up over the top, Coach, and didn't have to.
No, he didn't have to. You're exactly right. And I tell you what, the offensive line, kudos. Bailey is running like a man possessed. He's really, really bringing the pie.
After falling behind 14-0, Blue Springs has scored the last 3 touchdowns. And the extra point is coming as Romero boots it up and through. So with 11:57 left to play here in the game, it's now Blue Springs 21, Blue Springs South 14. Back with a Cats kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
I hope they do something different.
Swim Things is proud to be celebrating 45 outstanding years serving the Blue Springs community. Whether you need a pool, a spa, patio furniture, or swimwear, the professionals at Swim Things are there to lend a helping hand. Swim Things is honored to be selected as one of the top 50 pool builders in America and the trusted partner of dozens of high school and community swim teams in our area. Swim Things is located at 3010 Southwest US Highway 40 in Blue Springs. Call 816-224-2600 or go online at swimthings.com.
$11:57 to go in the game. It is 21-14. Blue Springs leads Blue Springs South. These games, as we take a look at the Christian Brothers Automotive in-game scoreboard, courtesy of PrepsKC.com. Third quarter, 28-7. Lee Summit North over Liberty. Reality setting in for Lee Summit West. Rockhurst with a 24-7 lead in that one in the third quarter. And a squib kick. And Havel's going to pick it up at the 15. He's to the 20, 25 away, and then is hauled down from behind at the 27-yard line. The other scores, Coach, real quick. Third quarter, Fort 35-7 over the Woolly Bears. Belton 7, Raytown nothing. Third quarter in that one. And here's one that might get you. Park Hill South 17, North Kansas City 14. And
you got me on that one. Because that back from North Kansas City is a step.
And Park Hill South had scuffled a little bit. We saw them at Blue Springs South. And Blue Springs South, I think that's the game they started playing a lot better. And they hung one on them. Kennard out of the gun gives it to Nashawn Rick, and Rick going to try to turn the corner and can't do it as he gets nailed in the open field by Ethan Zipsy.
Zipsy has really played well. He is really, him and Mendez have had really good games at the linebacker position. We started out at 3, and they went with their double spread look, double wing spread look, and did a nice job of penetration that time.
So it'll be no gain, second down and 10. And the Jags taking a little more time in the huddle now.
Yeah, not many possessions in this game. The Jaguars have to take advantage here.
Brett Shelton, the tight end, in tight to the near side with Goebel as the blocking back and the handoff. Oh, they're going to keep it. Kennard into the clear, and he's going to tie the game unless he gets hauled down by Black. He does not. And he goes all the way for the score, 71 yards.
Yeah, and I want to tell you, that was a great read. We did a great job of attacking the mesh point, and that kid waited and waited. The poor running back got waylaid, but give Conrad all the credit in the world. That was a great run, and that's how you run the spread option.
So Max Kennard with the 71-yard run. And Harper in to try to tie the game. It's 21-20 with 10:56 to go, and he's going to get a free shot, and they're going to make him kick it again. He floated it through, but there was someone who jumped offside. I think it was Stefan Black, the second.
It'll be half the distance. It'll be interesting if Euler goes for 2 or go ahead and kick it. It looks like he's going to go ahead and kick it anyway. Maybe not, though. He declined it. So he's going to go normal distance. They practice that. See, everybody asks, unless you go for 2, why do you didn't decline it? It's because you practice all week at this distance. That's why. You don't take any. It's high school kids. You don't take it for granted.
Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and it's good. So with 10:56 to play, it's brand new again. Blue Springs South 21, Blue Springs 21. Back with a kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m., KCWJ.
ORI, Outdoor Restrooms Incorporated, is proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of the Kansas City Royals. Our true blue units are proudly displayed throughout the parking areas around the K. ORI is also proud to be the trusted portable toilet provider of Jackson County Parks and Recreation. ORI can provide luxury units for the most elegant outdoor affairs. Like the closer, ORI is there to get the job done. Call 816-229-4468 or online at orirestrooms.com.
Avion Bailey back deep to return the Luke Fellers kick. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, and we've already had a quarter's worth of action in the first minute of the third quarter, and it's a short kick.
Good game so far.
At the 25, out over the 30, 35, 37. If he's lucky on the spot.
Well, this is, like I said, Kelly can't get behind, but even or ahead, he's in pretty good shape. And he's got to have another one of those long drives and need some clock and run that power football game. Look for that jet sweep and that action with Fontenot on the outside.
They come out as a unit with Marzoff and Patso Tapuosa, the receivers.
Tapuloso, you've had to teach me all year how to say his name.
Yeah, still haven't gotten it right, have we?
No.
Mansfield will turn, hand it off to Avion Bailey, and Bailey's going to go down after a loss of yard.
Well, we were bunched up that time. We were actually in a quad bunch with a four-man or four-receiver bunch look, and they did a great job, the linebackers jamming that up.
They give him a 2-yard loss. Looks like the winner of this one's going to Columbia. They lead 21-3 over Francis Howell inside the first 30 seconds of quarter number 4.
That's kind of what we thought, though, wasn't it, Rob? Really, just looking at the offset look here out of the Covey look.
Mansfield completes the pass to Patso. No, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Man.
That was not on the quarterback, Coach. That was on the receiver.
That was on Ewing. Oh, man, it's tough when you can't throw the pill.
10:07 left to play, and it's second down, make it third down and 12. And Willich is on along with Fontenot. Schoen and another guy comes off one of the other receivers, so you get a different look. May have been Marzoff coming out, and Mansfield's going to throw it on a fade, going deep, and he's got a man. That's Cooper Willich, and he stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Otherwise, he was gone.
We hit the fade, baby. Can I scream it all over town? We hit the fade.
And it changes field position and puts the ball on the 39-yard line.
Amen. Amen. Now we can run the football. On a dime. He threw it on the dime, boys.
Willich goes split wide to the right on 1st and 10. Double set. Fontenot in motion. Bailey gets the handoff, and Bailey is going to get a couple of yards. The initial hit by Brady Stricker.
Picked up about 3. They're doing a great job rallying the ball. And then Myers is back in the ball game. And they're a different defense when he's in the ball game, that's for sure.
Two things should not be surprising you at some point. The team in purple is going to hand the ball to number 3, and number 33 in white is back in there.
Man.
And he's probably going to do a pretty good job of
it. Yeah, this is pretty much a head knocker.
10 seconds on the play clock, and Mansfield have trouble making the decision. Gives it to Bailey. Bailey tripped up at the line, gets his balance back to the 30, and is run out of bounds inside the 30 at the about the 26.
we're a lot better. That time we were lining up trips when we could run the zone and where he could get an angle and get a head of steam up. Him and Myers are making some collisions. This would be worth a highlight film to see those two hook up time and time again.
9:13 to play. We're tied 21 apiece. Wood is in as the fullback, and the handoff Wood. And that time he was unable to make the adjustment, but he picks up a couple of yards on first down.
Yeah, ran zero trap again, where he fakes like he's going to go outside and try to pitch the ball to Bailey. Everybody goes flying, but they did a nice job staying home that time, South did.
So
South played great defense.
Mansfield looks like he's going to operate out of the gun with Bailey in the sidecar to his right, and they're going to give it to Fontenot on the shovel pass. He cuts to the outside and then gets hauled down as he gets to the 20-yard line. And was that Myers again who was there? I believe it was. It was.
That was a little same kind of look that you saw the Kansas City Chiefs do the other day, and they gave the ball to Hunt. And they had held in backfield, and both of them looked like they could be receivers as they were flowing out, and he gives it to him. This is 4-down area right here.
And they've got to get 3. He put him down to 19. They're in the red zone. Bailey's going to get the first down. He lowers his head and gets inside the 15.
I tell you what, both of these kids for both clubs run so low and hard to the ground. Bailey is, like I said, a semi going through there, and I like what we're trying to do, eat a little clock too.
Miles Opdahl is in on the tackle for Blue Springs South as Bailey gets to the 13-yard line.
We have had a little problem in this situation down on this end, getting plays in a ball game.
Play clock at 10 already. It's under that. The handoff, Avion Bailey hit behind the line, and he's going to go down back at the 15. The tackle made on the play by Blue Springs South, Aiden Birdwell.
Yeah, I tell you, counter-wise, I'm not too sure that we really had a very good play on the counter look, whether it's a counter or counter tray, either one, because they're so good defensively staying at home and coming up gaps.
7:25 remaining in the game. Blue Springs South and Blue Springs tied at 21. Bailey gets the handoff. Bailey runs into a wall. You can tell he's getting a little bit fatigued right now, Coach, because he didn't go in there hard at all and probably could have slid one way or the other and gotten some yardage, but instead no gain. And
did a good job of standing him up. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it looks like the offensive line's a little bit gassed as well.
They've been running quickly. Play clock's at 18, and Bailey's going to throw his glove away. And they're down to 10, and he's not in position yet. Mansfield under center. And he will turn, toss it to Bailey. He comes to the near side, turns the corner, stiff arm, breaks a tackle, and then steps out of bounds. Still going to be short of the 10-yard line. He's back at the 13, so they get back some of what they lost. And you're looking at 4th down. And 11 yards to go for the first down.
They're going to go field goal here. Got to with 6:32 left.
Romero this year in the field goal department, 2 out of 4 with a long of 34. And they're going to put him down on the 20-yard line. It'll be a 30-yard kick from the near hash mark out of the hold of Cooper Willich. This for the lead. Snap back. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Well, he had a little bit to spare there. That was about a 40-yard big field goal right there.
6:27 remaining in the game. It's Blue Springs 24, Blue Springs South 21. Back with the Cats kickoff after this 30-second timeout on Real Country, 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
He had a lot of air on that. He did
Rancho
a good
Grande
job
and Blue Springs is proud to sponsor the
This
Cats and Jags on the
killed
radio.
us all night.
Come
They
by
got
after the
field
game to
position.
celebrate a big win, or anytime for Rancho Grande's daily specials. Every Wednesday is Fajita Wednesday, and enjoy $3 off your fajita entree. Rancho Grande is the home of the biggest burrito in Blue Springs. You can always order ahead or we cater too. Give us a call, 816-228-5550. Rancho Grande on the North Outer Road east of 7 Highway. Joe says, go Jags, go Cats.
6:27 remaining in the game. And You like to get touchdowns, Coach, but points are good, but it's now your defense has to do the job.
Got to do the job right here. Both teams have 3 timeouts left, too.
Mansfield with a high kick. Vavel's going to be chased back to 5. He's going to catch in the middle of the field, straight ahead, now veers to the far side, 20, and is going to be corralled at the 23-yard line. I want to talk about our buddy Andy from Andy's Frozen Custard. They've got 4 locations in the metro, including Blue Springs and Lee Summit. The one in Blue Springs located on Highway 7, and they have got a great buy one, get one, take home. You can buy a half pint or quart or half gallon, get a second one free, and that includes their hot fudge brownie, mint chocolate chip, and seasonal favorites, pumpkin pie.
They're going to run 3 by 1 to the wide side of the field, now motioning.
And they're going to go to Andy's, right? Hand off to Dakota Koenig, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, good job, and I think that time that was, I think a big number 99 in on the tackle, Sullivan right there. Did a good job right over the nose.
So no gain, 2nd down and 10, 6 minutes to play.
What we got to defend is Conrad keeping the ball, and he does such an excellent job to mesh point of riding him and then pulling it.
Rick is the setback, if you will. He's a junior. Koenig in motion, and Kennard's going to throw. He's got time now. He's being chased, and he dumps the ball.
It was a good job by him. He saw that it was blown up. Looked like they tried to run a screen there, Rob. They're going to try to get 71 out there, so big 3rd down here.
8:35 to go in Columbia, 28-3. Rockbridge with the lead over Francis Howell.
Blue Springs defensively that time didn't bite on the screen look. Really great job there defensively.
It's 3rd down and 9. That's a long 9, short 10. They didn't much on that 1st down running play. And Kennard with Koenig in the backfield. Play action fake, rolls to the near side. Again, he's chased. And a diving attempt to catch the ball. And incomplete as Tony Roach is unable to bring it in.
Yeah, they'll have to play. There's 3 timeouts left. They've got plenty of time, both teams, so they'll have to punt the football here. And actually, he made a great effort. I thought when he hit the ground, popped right back up. But big 3rd down stop by the Wildcats.
5:32 to go. Marzoff standing back at the 40. And Strickard is back to punt instead of Skylar Myers.
Well, what I do here is fair catch no matter what, and make sure that they don't fake or do anything stupid and don't jump in the neutral zone. I played safe here because we got the 3-point lead.
He brought the return man up to the 45, and it is a wobbly punt that will bounce, and Marzoff will get away. It'll roll to the 39-yard line in Blue Springs territory, and that's where the Cats take over, leading 24-21 with 5:20 left to go after a stop, flop, and roll of 36 yards.
Yeah, and it was. It looked. It's a Tony Reisinger 9-iron, and it was very, very successful. And this is what Blue Springs is good at. They need to get at least 3 first downs on the ground. 5:20 now. South's got 3 timeouts left, but we're going to try to grind it. I know that for sure. Fontenot isn't playing in one of the double wing bishops.
Bailey's the lone setback. They'll fake to Fontenot, give it to Avion right up the middle, and he is into Blue Springs South territory and down to the 43-yard line, and he will come to the sideline and just kind of trot things off after he hit the ground.
I think he turned his ankle or something a little bit. Fontenot will move back to the tailback position.
And Nick Wood's going to go in. Haven't started the play clock yet. Wood in for DeAndre Thomas, as Kelly didn't want both of the young guys in there at the same time. So Wood hit the fullback spot. And the handoff to Nick Wood. Wood's going to pick his way through inside the 40, and that's where he's knocked down. Tackled on the play by Anthony Orlando.
Yeah, Coach put Woody back in because he knows he's going to fumble the football. And he's a reliable kid, does a good job, and he looks like Bailey's coming back in the ball game as well. So he's going to get his ball carries that he feels like will not fumble the football.
Well, at St. Mary's Medical Center, your health is our calling. Be sure to check out their website at stmaryskc.com. Bailey gets the handoff. Bailey slips a tackle and is down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. We've got 4:15 left to play in the game.
Yeah, another first down. I think that Coach Euler's going to have to start thinking about using his timeouts. Kelly's milking the clock, and they haven't started the play clock yet. So either that or play clock isn't working after that $100 million bond issue.
Well, it's running.
Yeah, finally is running. He finally willed it.
Tapasoa and Mars off wide to the right. You're going to ride the stallion named Bailey.
Oh, I would. I let the dog eat, give him the ball, let it down.
Double tight set on the near side. Stewart is the H-back, and Mansfield's going to keep it and go straight ahead. Should get the first down inside the 35 to at least the 34, possibly the 33.
Yeah, and Coach Euler's got to start thinking about using his timeouts here, Rob. I think they got him first down. Okay,
Yeah,
they got to move the change.
He got the first down. He just didn't get as far as I thought he did.
Yeah, got to move the change here. And then he'll start the clock. Kelly run it down at least 5 seconds before the snap.
3:25. The game clock is moving, and that's the important one. Play clock at 13. Bailey, the lone setback, and the tight covey. There's 4 receivers on the far side of the field. They're going to give it to Bailey, and he's going to run to the weak side to the 30, breaks a tackle 25, and inside the 20, down close to the 17-yard line.
Wow, what a run that was. He spins off. There's 2 guys that hit him a left.
Orlando was one of them.
And they moved the change, and he still doesn't call timeout.
3:04, 3:03, still going.
Yep.
The play clock is down to 17 seconds.
It's good to have. If we hand off to Bailey again, they tackle him. He's got to call a timeout here.
24-21, Blue Springs with the advantage. And they're in the red zone, first down and 10 from the 19-yard line, and Mansfield able to ride the wave down to the 15-yard line.
And they call a timeout.
He'll climb out of there with 2:31 to go, and they will get a timeout. Our fourth quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel. They're locally owned and family operated, and the friendly staff reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. So please do not text and drive. On the scoreboard with 7:10 left over from Columbia, this courtesy of Christian Brothers Automotive at 19600 East 40 Highway in Independence. Faith-based and proud to cheer for the Cats and Jags.
Bailey got 259 with, 35 carries?
28-10, Rockbridge with 7:10 remaining. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game. You say he was at 259?
259 with 35 carries.
Well,
see what happens.
He may carry it 40 times. They're 36. Coming to the near side, lead over a tackler and is down at the 14-yard line. And I did see it was Vavel who got down low and upended him.
Yeah, Euler didn't call timeout there, so Kelly will be able to run once start the clock another. He'll be under 2 minutes here. They still got 2 minutes.
2:10 left.
Yeah. Euler's trying to do the best he can in this situation. He's under the gun for sure. Big third down here for Blue Springs.
It's 3rd down, 7. Mansfield under center. Bailey lone setback. And the handoff. Adion Bailey slips and falls down at the 15 as he was starting to.
Timeout south.
He was starting to make his cut, and his feet just went out from under him.
Yep. Trying to make a cut, just went flat back on that. So South's down to 1 timeout with 1:47 left in the ball game.
24-21. Blue Springs has the advantage. And
well, here's something to think about. Just think about this. Okay, do you go ahead and try to kick a field goal but a touchdown extra point and still beat you? Or do you go ahead and try to score the touchdown? If you run the ball, okay, they'll have time because they'll be switching the change, right? So they'll get a little bit there. They'll still have a timeout left, so you have to decide what's more important in this situation. What would you do? Would you kick the field goal, or would you go ahead and try to pick up the touchdown or the first down? And this is what a coach has to think about when he's coaching a game, and it's not an easy decision.
Well, he's already made it. He's going for it.
He's going for it. I would have gone for it under these circumstances with 147.
Well, I would have responded had I been given that chance to say that you would be at the outer reaches of Romero's distance. So they're going to go for it. Bailey with a fake to him and a naked bootleg, and Mansfield is in for the touchdown.
That was one of the more brilliant calls Kelly Donahoe's ever. Just a naked boot. Everybody and their grandma, including the bus driver, went with Bailey, and he just faked the boot and walked it right on the end zone. What a great call and execution by Kelly Donahoe.
So with 1:40 to go, it's now a 9-point game and basically 2 possessions.
Now, don't ever tell me Kelly Donahoe can't coach high school football. That was a great call. Woo!
So Mansfield with the touchdown run, 13 yards, and Romero boots the line drive through for the extra point. And with 1:40 to go, 31-21. Blue Springs has the advantage. Back with a kickoff after this 30-second timeout on KCWJ.
Woo! Prime Lending proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags and is a proud supporter of the communities it serves. Prime Lending prides itself on being ranked #1 for mortgage loans in the Kansas City area with 11 locations throughout the metro. If you're looking to purchase a home, fix up your current home, or maybe you need to refinance, come in and speak with the friendly professionals at Prime Lending. Call 816-600-4561 or visit them online at yprimelendingkc.com to find the Prime Lending branch near you. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital Company, is an equal housing lender.
1:40 remaining. It's 31-21 Blue Springs. The game on September 21st won by Blue Springs 38-14. Vavil's going to go back to the 7, bring it straight ahead, and get hit as he gets to the 25, down at the 31-yard line. First down and 10, and Coach got a few updates to pass along.
Okay.
On the Christian Brothers in-game update board. Just under 8 minutes to go. Belton with a 21-0 lead over Raytown. Fourth quarter. Harrisonville 27-7 over Van Horn in the fourth. Lee Summit North 35-7 over Liberty in the fourth. They're in the third with 2:23 to go, and Rockhurst by 10 over Lee Summit West, 24-14. And in the fourth quarter, it's Platte County 28, Excelsior Springs 20.
Well, the Rockers score doesn't surprise me. The Lee Summit North score does, Rob, because they didn't have a quarterback. I was over there today, and he wasn't supposed to play, so that Lee Summit North Rockers game could be interesting too.
Well, they've got plenty of time. They're not even in the fourth quarter yet.
Yeah, it's always that way.
Kennard is going to throw the ball on and out. There's Twy, and he'll make the catch, the 5, and he is driven back. And
they only have one timeout left. They ran a quick hitch that time, and nice coverage that time.
Fleming was there to
Fleming did a good job.
They put him down to the 34, so he gets 3 yards. Second down and 7 with 1 and 8 seconds left to go. Caning the setback. Kennard's going to throw the ball. He's going to look, fired over the middle. He's got a man, and the pass is complete at the 40-yard line. Making the catch was Nashawn Rick.
Yeah, nice job of just running the skinny post right between the two deep secondary.
They put him down on the 38-yard line, and they get quickly to the line of scrimmage with twins left, a single man right, and now they're going to spike the ball, 2nd down and 10.
Well, he just ran right in between, and like I said, a skinny post to get between the two safeties. That ball Conrad threw right on a dime. Great throw. They're still in the money here with one timeout and 51 seconds left in the ball game.
And Blue Springs is going to grab a timeout, which will give us an opportunity that tell you that the Sonic Locker Room covers the Cats and Jags throughout the school year. Be sure to tune in to 10:30 a.m. KCWJ every Monday at 5 p.m. for the Wildcats edition, immediately followed by the Jaguar edition at 5:15. And you can hear the archive broadcast at soniclockerroom.com.
Well, Robert, it's been a good ball game. Hard hitting, both teams not giving an inch. Give credit to both the coaching staffs and both teams. Another classic for Blue Spring South.
Yeah, don't put into past tense just yet, my friend.
No, we got a long way to go here. We got timeout, like I said, with 51 seconds. You're exactly right. Well, he ran a nice pattern, didn't he? Now Coach almost got him in a 3-deep instead of a 2-deep. Good job, son. That's exactly what he needs to do. You can't leave that middle open.
From the 38-yard line, and Kennard will throw. Manning's putting pressure on from the backside, and he's going to get him, and down he goes back the 46-yard line.
Yeah, they'll have to use their last time out right there, too. I tell you, Manning's had a great year. I've said all along he's one of the better defensive linemen this year in Eastern Jackson County.
Timeout with 41.3 seconds remaining in the game, and we invite you to stay tuned for the Prime Lending postgame show. That will be coming up. Take a look at the elite player of the game, brought to you by Preps KC. We'll take a look at the postgame numbers, brought to you by PCG Financial Advisor Christopher Wade of LPL Financial. And we'll take a look at the play of the game, which is presented by Sideliner Sports. Blue Springs South back there ready to go. And they now have the ball at the 46. They have to get to the 28 for the first down. 41 seconds left. They're down 10.
Yeah, Matt's got him in a 3-deep shell defense.
Kennard's going to throw. He's getting pressured. He's going to have to run, and he will get all down from behind.
Whoa.
That will be a horse collar tackle,
yeah.
And making the tackle and
Affo.
the penalty, Ziggy Affo.
Affo, and again, just reached in. That wasn't intentional. He just reached to grab him.
So with 34.4
yeah, stops the
left.
clock, too. Yeah, stops the clock as well because it would have been in bounds.
Personal foul. They're going to call it a face mask, but
yeah, same thing.
He was by him before he grabbed. That's why I thought it was the horse collar, but either way.
You're good.
That's going to give them a first down. And it's going to put the ball on the 27-yard line. 34 seconds left. Try to the near side. They've got Nashawn Rick in the slot. Dykus to the far side of the field. Kennard's going to roll and throw, and
stays
at the 20-yard
too.
line, the catch was made at the 20 by Twy. The clock continues to run with 22 seconds left, and it'll be second down after a gain of 6, and they'll spike it. It'll be third down.
Yeah, I had to spike it there because he's inbounds, ran a little out. I think you got to throw a fade here or something in the end zone. 18 no times. You got to throw the ball in the end zone.
So we'll see. They look to the far side for the play call. Ryan Dykus will be the receiver solo left, and he will draw a defender that way. And Twy is standing at the near hash mark, but he'll come to the short side of the field.
Yeah, I think Matt Marble and Coach Wilson will stay in that 3-deep look, and they are. Spread 2 inside backers.
Nashawn Rick is also out on the pass play, and Card's going to roll, and he's going to throw, and he looks to dump the ball.
Good
and
coverage.
he does.
Yeah, good coverage in the secondary. Just 3-man rush, 7, obviously 8 in the coverage.
12.1 seconds left. And it looks like now, and
he's going to try the field goal.
Yeah, he's going to take the field goal here because they've got to get both, a touchdown or a field goal.
Yeah, that's right.
And so
it's a good call. It's a good call. People are saying, "What is he doing?" That's exactly the right call.
Shane Harper is the kicker. His long is 28 yards. He's 4 out of 5, and this one is going to be short
ball game
and won't get there. And the ball was spotted down to the 27, a 37-yard kick, and it doesn't get there, and that's your ball game.
Ball game, for sure.
7.6 seconds left to go, and Blue Springs will take it over. And Blue Springs South, disappointment on the sideline, but nothing to hang their hat out tonight and hang their heads because they came out and had momentum, and it was in the fourth quarter, and this game was at issue.
Oh, yeah. My hats off goes to Coach Euler and his entire staff and all his kids. Blue Springs South played a great game, and they did really well when they got some of these kids back at the end of the season. None of his kids quit all year long. Great job.
Mansfield will take a knee, and there's the game. So Blue Springs advances, and they will move on to play at Columbia Rockbridge. It would appear that game still has some time left. We'll update you on that. Plus, take a look at all the other scores around the Metro on our Prime Lending postgame show. It's 31-21. Blue Springs South with the win over Blue Springs South. The Blue Springs beating Blue Springs South here tonight. And we'll start our postgame after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Christian Brothers Automotive, located at 19600